Good evening. Howdy, sir. How
Peekaboo.
you doing tonight?
Oh, just terrorizing people.
Nice. That's awesome. I like that. The RC Basher boy should be joining us here in a second.
Yeah, just like I said, I just happened to be in YouTube here, and I went, okay, what's going on here? And I saw it, and I was like, all right. And then I see him say he posted links. I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna beat him to the punch.
There you go. Yeah, I sent him the link actually earlier today, but I guess he's saying it didn't work. So,
Mm.
anything interesting going on your end today?
Well, I got a phone call from my local hobby shop saying if I want to come pick up a certain rig, I can.
Okay, that sounds nice.
Yes. Too bad I can't get there until Monday to actually pick it up. I already paid for it.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Nothing worse knowing that something's in and ready, and all you got to do is pick it up, but you can't.
Well, the worst part is I was there this past Monday, and it was sitting. There was one sitting there, being the LMT, and they go, "Well, if this guy doesn't pick it up, we're going to call you Friday, or we're going to call you Saturday. It's yours. You're next in line." So I already been waiting all week to hear if it was mine or not.
That's even worse.
Yeah. Yeah.
How's it going, RC Basher?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome,
Howdy,
welcome.
howdy, Gabe.
Good evening, Green Frog. So nice to have you, Gabe. Nice to have you on with us tonight.
No, hey man, pleasure's mine. Pleasure's mine.
Yep.
You know. So
I see something new in the background.
yes, it is right there.
Yes.
That is what I call Project Bowtie. The reason why,
I remember guessing on that one a few about, well, I don't know, 3-4 weeks ago, I guess.
yeah, I know, right? It's pretty much a given. I know it should be a Chevy, right? But yeah. So why Project Bowtie? So technically, I had to buy another 79 Blazer, and then just pretty much buy the 72 Blazer on there, and well, there it is.
So is that a TRX4? Is that what it is?
Yes, so yeah, it is the TRX4, the one with lockers, 2-speed and all that. It's not the sport. I didn't go that route. I just decided to go with the 2-speed and the high and low and all that. Lockers.
Good rig.
Yeah. So there it is.
And
the reason why, yeah. And the reason why it's called Project Bowtie is because so my 79 Blazer, I did put what they so-called the underdrive on the rear. Mm-hmm. And this one I actually put the overdrive in front. So technically, I want to see what's the difference between them two. So in other words,
I've never had underdrive in the rear. I've never done the rear underdrive before, so I'd be curious to know.
Yeah, and I've done in the rear, and actually that's a hell of an upgrade. Actually, I do prefer. Yeah, this is that's what she said moment, but I do prefer the rear. So far. So we'll see how the front goes.
So I'm curious. Good evening, Brian. Thanks for joining. But I am curious. Question for you in regards to the rear underdrive. Did it help it steer better, like turn better, tighter?
Yes, it does help you steer and also helps you with descent. Why? Because technically the rear axle is actually helping you brake. And then in terms of even rock climbing and stuff like that, the rear is the one that has the less rotation when you go with the rear underdrive.
Yeah. Yeah, I've got multiple rigs with overdrive in the front, and definitely helps with the steering. Definitely.
Yeah. So the way it was explained to me, you actually get more of a steer when you do an underdrive than an overdrive, because the overdrive, you're technically using the same ratio on the rear. Now, if you do the underdrive, you're actually lowering the ratio on the rear, so actually even helps you with steering, and even helps you do more maneuverability and stuff like that. So I did see it. Okay, in regards of performance and all that, underdrive so far, I am impressed.
Okay.
So
Is,
So
is that
I
gonna,
will.
is that going to be harder on the rear diff with it being underdriven?
well, yes, because technically you're dragging the rear diff. Okay, but in terms of a crawler, well, technically you're not putting in much stress. Okay, unless you're, for example, okay, unless you're just driving it down the street, then yeah, you know, a slight issue may occur. Why? Because you're dragging the rear diff.
Yeah.
But in terms of a crawler, well, technically you're just using it on the rock. You know what I mean? And obviously you're slipping, sliding. You know,
Yeah.
you're just rotating the wheels.
Kind of on and off it.
Exactly. You know, so that's another thing in the long run. You know, that is a good question. You know, what happens in the long run? It does understeer break your whole drivetrain. You know, so,
Good,
so yeah, you know,
good
that's
question.
what I want to find out.
So, since it happened to be speaking about overdrive and underdrive, so I had a competition last Sunday, and a second
Which
one
was
in a
awesome.
row. Second competition in a row, I've had a failure, different failures each time. But I actually had my overdrive in the front. I actually stripped the gears on the pinion
Oh wow,
Wow.
on it,
Well,
that is true.
and that's and I'm not bad mouthing anybody. Let me first say, but this was a Trio overdrive set. Um, I have their sets in multiple rigs and never had an issue. This is the first one that's failed. And it's been in there 3 or 4 months. I'm rough on it. It's a comp rig. It's fallen. It's this, that, and the other. So I'm not upset about it. I actually ended up taking the overdrive out of my OG Gen 8 because it's more of a trail truck now, and put stock gearing back in it and move that overdrive to the comp rig. But it was interesting to see that failure though.
Yeah, see, there you go. So I mean that's your take, right, on underdrive and overdrive. Yep. You know,
Yeah.
so
Hello there, gentlemen. Welcome to the chat.
barbecue. Welcome. Actually, I'm not watching chat. Hold on, give me a second. Hold on.
And Green Frog actually made a comment a while ago. The new Element RC Enduro Senduro HD video looks cool, and I would agree.
Yes, I will agree too. But now, ladies and gentlemen, do you think Element did just a new body? Well, it's not even technically a new body. I mean, you think they just changed up the theme of the body just a bit, or will it be a different truck overall?
I think it's just the body. That's what I think.
Yeah, and I agree. You know,
Well, like I said, if they may have done something small to the chassis, but I don't know where or what it would be.
Yeah, I'm not sure either.
So not actually being able to see it, you really can't, tell much about it.
It looks sharp. I will say that.
Oh yeah.
but now, why do you think Element went that direction? I mean, obviously, the difference between the new Sendero and the old one. I'm just gonna put it here briefly.
Here, and I'll make you bigger here. You're
It's just the bed.
yeah.
And actually, I can't even get it there. Unfocus. Yeah, there you go. So
There
the
we go.
new one, they just added that roll cage bed on there, and they just decided to retire this bed in general.
So one thing that I saw on their on their Instagram page because I was going through it trying to find pictures, and I don't know how many months ago it was, but somebody had taken your Sendero. They took the bed off and they put one of those, you know, truggy frames, whatever you want to call it. I'm not sure the right terminology for it, but they put one of those on there, and then of course they had other stuff on it, but it was the gray body, and it got tagged somehow. And Element said we really like the look of this, so I'm taking it that they stole that look. You know, maybe they seen more than one done that way, and they thought it'd be a good idea.
I may have an idea which channel you're talking about. I think it was Harley Design. I may be wrong, but he went to town with it. I mean, he went to upgrade just Element Enduro parts in general. And one of the things that he removed the bed and then he put it the Pro Line bait on there. You know.
And Green Frog here is asking, did they use HD plastics on the new Sendero HD like Jake got on his new one? Knew that he had won. I didn't know about any new HD plastics, but maybe that would make sense too.
Right? Yeah.
I mean, because that's along the lines of what Red Cat did. You know, they came back out with, you know, V2 of the Gen 8. They had already upgraded a lot of the axles. You know, they had upgraded those already. They had upgraded a different skid, different stuff. So when they came out with V2, V2 is basically just the original with all the new upgraded axles and skid and stuff. So could easily be that.
Yeah. So, but I'll give you my experience. You know, with this new truck that, well, it's not a new truck, but it's just, I guess, an updated version of the truck, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if I would have known that Element had that in mind, you know, that they were just gonna paint it up and this and that, actually I still would have gone for the one that you see right there. You know. Why? Because, well, this is the first gen, man. You know, this is the first one that Element Enduro it just came out, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So the second gen, well, maybe it may have new things, but by the end of the day, when you drive a rig, well, personally, even me, you know, when you drive a rig, to me, looks is very important, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I know it's red, and I know it has that bed that they put on there, and then also even the wheels changed. They're no longer bronze; they're black.
Yep.
You know. So I guess it comes down to color preference. You know, that's what I'm getting at.
Well, here you go. Here's what they probably changed on it. They changed that bumper.
Yes.
And clearance that you hated.
Yep.
With the steering.
That bumper right there, yeah. I can't believe it's still on there. But then again, I haven't had time to even mess with that truck. But yes, one of the things that I have no idea what they were thinking when they came up with that. I don't know, man. But yes, that is a good thing that Element Enduro, you know, they just decided to remove it. And that's just my opinion, you know. I still haven't met the person that says, well, I don't mind the bumpers. Not yet. I haven't met that guy. But me, no, I hate those bumpers, you know, for the first gen.
I don't think they changed the bumpers, to be honest.
Yes, no, yeah, they did. The front one, yes. I don't think the rear, well, since it has that roll cage bed, I don't think the rear even has a bumper. But the front,
so maybe,
it changed.
Because I'm looking at the picture now on my phone, so maybe what it is, keep in mind I'm comparing to a trail walker because that's what I have.
You can compare right there. Look, it's my truck is in frame now.
So they used the trail walker front bumper is what they did.
Really? You're serious?
Yes. Yeah, because I'm looking at the picture on their Instagram, and that's the same bumper that was on my trail walker. I like the look of it, but it gets in the way. Like when I switched to Scalar Fab's front bumper, the clearance was amazing difference.
Is that right? Huh.
Yeah. At least that's the way it looks to me looking at it. And I think you're right about the back. The back is really just, you know, the bar going across that connects the two sides. So
I didn't see I didn't see a bumper in the back. So
Yeah, it's not a real bumper. It's just the bar connecting the sides. So,
yeah,
but I agree with what you were saying as far as preference and everything. I like the red. It's sharp, but I like the gray of your truck. That color gray, I think, is beautiful.
exactly right. You know,
Yeah. The only reason I didn't get a Sendero when I got my Trail Walker is I wasn't big on the extended cab piece of the Sendero body. The color I thought was amazing, but the extended cab, I didn't really care for that piece. In
yeah,
fact, I want to do a Trail Walker body in that gray because I think that gray is just beautiful.
this is amazing, huh? Yeah, yeah.
But this red of the new truck is still sharp. They did that two tone color scheme, like a throwback to what, 70s, early 80s, late 70s, early 80s GM sort of.
I was actually looking at this truck the other day, you know, and I just came to a conclusion that they try to mimic like a late '80s Ford Ranger, you know, 4x4 Ford Ranger type of deal,
I can
and then
see that.
I could see that in the front grill there, the way it
Yeah.
sits.
right,
Agree.
you know, and that's the way I see it. Or even I know the Bronco 2. If you guys are familiar with that Bronco, the Bronco 2 also had that same front end. But of course, they had the square lights. I think no, incorrect. They were round, no. But yeah, by the end of the day, it looks like it. So
Definitely.
that's what
I
I see.
agree. I can agree with that.
So. But yeah, so people are watching at home. If you guys are looking at the new Element Enduro Sendero, I really don't know what the changes are, in respects of performance or there are newer parts on the chassis or what have you. But right now, as we speak, if you're looking at this truck and the new Element Enduro Sendero, right now it is just color preference and just options. Okay, uh, basically it's what it is, cosmetic in general that pretty much sets apart this one and the red one. You know, so the wheels, if you look at it, the wheels are black. These are bronze. The color, this one's obviously gray. The new one is red. And the bed, that's the only major, I guess, uplift that including the bumper. I will say that, including the bumper, that bed, that they put on there. So by the end of the day, it's just cosmetic. Seeing a perspective of we don't know what has changed under the hood. That is, So
Good evening,
that's
Sean. And Sean's RC. Good evening.
hello, Kevin Gibbs, Sean's RC Adventures. Good evening, gentlemen. Welcome.
And Green Frog saying late 80s, early 90s Ranger G-Made bomb looked similar. The HD.
Yeah, yes, and that's right. Yeah, yeah. So the early '90s had that square lights. Now, if you go later to the '80s, I know there was a Ford Ranger with the rounded headlights. I mean, don't quote me on which year that was, but I know there's a Ranger out there with kind of like the same grill that this Senduro has.
Mm-hmm.
So.
I learned to drive stick shift on I think it was an '84 Ford Ranger.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I learned See, I was born in the '90s. I learned stick shift on I think it was a '91 or '89. I'm not sure. It was a Ford Probe.
I like those cars. I never owned one, but I like the looks of them.
And it was the GT, the V6, 24 valve, fancy at the time.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say anything about the probe.
No, you love it, you hate it. I mean, let us know what.
I'm not saying they were good cars.
I'm gonna say the sending unit on the engine absolutely sucked.
It sucked.
I replaced two of them.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that says it all. That says it all.
Hey, Kev.
If I'm not mistaken, Ford Probe had that Yamaha engine, right? It was made by Yamaha. or was the Tower Show that I'm thinking of?
The show had the Yamaha engine. I know that
Yeah,
for a
I
fact.
think was it a Mitsubishi?
I thought it was Yamaha.
Was
I'm pretty
it?
sure it was Yamaha.
I know it was one of them.
Yeah,
I
the Ford
can't
Tower.
remember.
The Ford Tower Show that engine came. Well, the manufacturer was Yamaha,
Yeah.
but the engine from the Ford Pro, the V6, that is. I don't know. It came from somewhere, but I just don't remember where exactly. So,
Yeah. Barbecue.
but
Yeah, he said
anyway,
the show was Yamaha, and I agree.
yeah,
The show was the Yamaha motor.
yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't have the 6. I had the 4. So
The four.
and
Oh,
I
okay.
just absolutely. Yeah.
I actually
So
had a friend here locally that had a V6 one that this was years after its heyday, but he had turboed it and everything was actually pretty quick.
Yeah.
yeah.
So what
Yeah,
else?
smart Brian.
What else you got done to the bow tie?
So far I just put the overdrive on the front diff. I did went ahead and I put the LED lights on there. And also I did put this on to my Spectrum remote. So far it is kind of stock-ish, and I'm gonna start by that. I'm gonna start seeing what this needs and what doesn't need or what have you. Because I'm guilty. Okay, when I got the 79 Blazer, believe it or not, right off the box, I just upgraded it. I never drove it stock. I added weights on the brass. I did the underdrive. I actually even changed out the pinion. I went smaller. Um, and I mean, it's a hell of a rig, but then again, I mean, it wasn't a true stock truck. So this one, I will drive it. Of course, I know it has that overdrive on there, but that gives me a perspective of what's better, underdrive, overdrive. And we discussed this earlier, so
Yeah.
that's the idea so far.
So my TRX4 is mostly stock, and I kept it. I mean, I kept it stock from the get go. I've only upgraded what I've needed to. So I started getting flex on the panhard bar,
Oh
particularly
boy,
the shock. And not like some people get flex at the axle. I wasn't getting it at the axle. I was getting it at the mount for the shock tower. So I upgraded the shock towers on it to some aluminum ones because of that flex. And
right?
then I'm still running stock motor, stock ESC. I've done a lower center gravity battery tray, and
Okay.
that's it really.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, these things are tanks, man. I gotta say.
Yeah. And does it have the Canyon Trail tires? Is that what it has?
Well, I guess it's typical on a TRX4, isn't it? Let me see. I'm not sure, but
They look like the
yes, the
Canyon. Yep.
Canyon, the Trail
Yep.
Canyons. Yeah.
I love those tires actually. Like, I have two sets. I have the set that came on my TRX4 that are still the stock wheels, and then I bought an extra set for my original Gen 8. But I tell you, modding there's a mod out there to cut the nubs on it, and so worth it. Like so worth it. All the
Is it
difference.
really? Wow.
Yes.
Yeah, I've seen about cutting the tread on the tires, so you can actually get more grip and stuff like that. But technically, on a tire like that, it is grippy as it is.
It's a good tire. I think so.
Yeah. And believe it or not, I've heard otherwise. I've heard people still complain and say, no, this tire doesn't do for me. I really need something grippier. And just gets to show, man. Hey,
It's
it's the
preference.
perspective of
Yep.
everybody else.
So Kevin's saying he finally got to work on his mini paint booth.
I send you pics in the
Nice.
morning. Awesome, man. And also, ladies and gentlemen, if you don't know Kevin Gibbs, he's very supportive here in the online, live chat community. I really want to say thank you. Thanks for his support, and also this person, Kevin Gibbs. I know he has many, many RCs. Okay, it is gonna come from me. Maybe we should give him some motivation for him to actually start a YouTube channel. Maybe start showcasing a few rigs of it, of his collection here and there. We all got to start somewhere, man. I started, just pretty much putting just one video, and then I just took off. Okay, and I just worked with what I had. But Kevin Gibbs, man, you do have the potential, to start a YouTube channel. No pressure.
Absolutely.
But you have the tools, man. If you need motivation, trust me. I can say this every other time I'm here. So you can do it, Kevin Gibbs.
I agree. And Sean said he has sold 5 TRX4s, one left that he's putting a hard body on. That's nice.
And it's crazy because look, even if you look at his thumbnail, he has a TRX4 Bronco on the picture.
Yep.
Yep. So, well, I guess, man, But the only I only own 2 TRX4s, and I think I'll draw the line at 2. I don't think I need a third one. But hey, then again, well, but yeah, no more.
I have one, and that's probably where I'll stay, honestly.
Yeah. So my whole motto is as long as I have a little bit of everything, I'm good. And right now, I think I have a little bit of most of everything.
I think you have more than a little bit of everything.
Which is, I'm kind of, and honestly, there's been times, man, that I physically have to walk into my shed to see what I have, man, because sometimes I do forget completely, So yeah, that's how bad it is. We have Bean Heels in the house.
Yeah. You're in the show.
Yes, you're in.
Hello, good evening. Yes, you're in the show. Welcome.
I'm in the show.
Yes. How are you doing, my friend?
We're trying to set the camera up now.
Okay.
All right.
Gibbs was saying that he hasn't been getting any notifications. They had to unsub and resub. I've been hearing that happening a lot lately across YouTube.
Even with me, I didn't get any notifications. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just a glitch.
Yeah, I've been hearing other YouTubers on other things I follow saying that there's been some weird stuff going on with the subbing, and some people have gotten unsubbed without them unsubbing and stuff like that. So there's been some weird stuff going on.
Yeah.
Sean's saying that the Bronco is the only one he has left, but that thumbnail will be changed to match the rest. That'd be nice. Look forward to seeing that when you get it ready.
Sweet, man. Yeah.
JM, any racing this weekend?
No, haven't. We got a race coming up. I want to say the 12th, and I don't think I'll be able to make it because of work.
That's nice.
Yeah, but like I said, right now we're racing indoor. We do it twice a month, so and with all the rules and this, that, and the other, I haven't been able to really record much because we don't want people getting in trouble for having people all in a confined, closed area.
Understood. By the way, I seen a picture of your stickers that Brian did up for you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, look good.
Oh yeah. I think he just sent them out today, so hopefully I'll have them
couple days.
Next week.
Yeah. So I don't know, Gabe, if you knew from last week's live, JM guessed the rig that was under my shirt. So Brian hooked him up with some stickers.
Is that right? Yeah, because I was too tired, man. I couldn't even stay up to see who won it or what. But hey, man, congratulations! Awesome.
It was. I didn't guess it. It was Jack that guessed it, and Jack's like,
That's right. That's right.
Don't send it
That's
to me." So he just flipped a coin. It goes up. John won.
That's right. That's right. That's what it was. Jack did
Also,
guess.
okay.
So.
Well, as soon as I saw the remote, I was like, oh yeah, because remember, I have this, so it's kind of the same, So yeah,
Yeah,
but I didn't know
it took a little while. It took a little while. I mean, I was getting small hits here and there, but I think Brian actually knew because he sent me a message while we were live. It was like, I think I know what it is. But yeah, I figured as soon as I showed that remote, I figured somebody was gonna know.
Yeah, and I was one of them, But
No.
I was actually just on this, I was actually looking at the chat of my phone. I only had literally one eye open. So I gotta say, I got a good eye.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Let's say so.
So. JMHRC, let me ask you this.
Yes.
From the entire RC fleet, name one of your rigs that is the most expensive one, like the one you upgraded the most, the one with more money on it. Which one is it?
I think the one with the most money into it, as far as upgrades are concerned, would probably be. Let me think about this. I have to sit down and do the math, but it's a close call between my original Gen 8 and my Predator Gen 8 comp rig because it's a special chassis and stuff. But my original Gen 8, I've got brass on it, motor ESC, remote, lights. I've got a nicer body for it with interior. So I've got a lot, but my comp rig is, got, the chassis is extra, shocks, motor, ESC.
Wow.
So between those two, I think my most expensive rig as a general, though, is my Traxxas Max.
The Max, really?
I mean,
wow.
Just like cost wise, I think the Max with the wide kit, I think it's like normally like 600 or so. So it's like my more expensive rig. I mean, the TRX4 is a close behind that because it's, brand new is, I think, 450 or something. But
yeah, that's crazy, man. Wow.
But keep in mind, I didn't pay that for any of the rigs. I won my Max and I won my TRX4. So.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah. So I think I have $80 into my TRX4 when I won it, and then my Max $56 I think into winning that.
Yeah. Sean is asking. What is Sean asking? Why are we watching a computer screen on the bottom? Well, it's Beanfield Alice Turtle. If you guys don't know who Beanfield Alice Turtle is, it's KBRC13.
I don't have anything running.
If you can actually, if you can use your camera, you're more than welcome. You're just screen sharing. So
I know he was on last week, and he was having difficulties. Was trying to get the computer. God, I can't even talk tonight. Camera working. I think you ordered a new camera for it.
Okay.
So he was on with us last week. We had a full house last week.
Oh wow! Did you? Awesome.
We had 6 people on.
Yeah.
That's
cool.
Tank got on with us for a little bit.
Oh yeah. That's sweet. Cool.
Kevin's saying he don't get too crazy with his rigs.
We're trying to get this all figured out.
No, and take your time. No rush. They're just asking on the comments, how come they're watching because technically you're screen mirroring, you're showcasing what they're watching.
Yeah, we have a
Oh.
camera, but we don't know if it's working.
Okay. Take your time. So, John Martin, what is
Yes.
your most expensive rig, my friend? Talk to us.
I really don't know at the moment.
Oh boy. Okay.
It's one of them. I've done
Some people
so much. I've done so much upgrading to the drag cars. I don't know if it's the drag car with the different ESCs and motors and tires and shocks and all the other things that I've done to it, or if it's either that or the felony.
I was thinking the felony.
Yeah. The felony itself, man.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because I haven't done anything to that yet, but break the splitter off it. But
Yeah.
You bought a set of tires for it, didn't you? Didn't you say you bought?
I got about 4 sets of tires or 3 sets of tires for it.
4. Holy cow, 4, huh?
Well, yeah. Well, I happened to see them; they were available, and I said, "Okay, thank you."
And they're a pretty soft compound for an RC tire, right?
Oh yeah, I didn't go. I didn't go to the gold because, like I said, they got a silver, they got a gold, and they got a white set. Which I didn't go the high end ones because, like I said, I figure at some point
I can't hear anybody. I'm kind of gone.
We can hear you.
What's that?
What compound do they come with stock? Is it gold or
the whites?
Whites? Okay.
It's a general purpose tire.
But it's still fairly soft, right? I mean, for an RC tire.
Yeah, they're like I said, they're the mediums. The mediums. So the gold ones are softer, but they wear faster.
Of course.
And then you got the silvers. I think are higher traction, but harder. And the white ones are just the general purpose. Like I said, but when you figure out changing out ESCs and motors and gearing and everything else for a drag car, it adds up pretty quick, real quick.
Yep.
Yeah, I bet.
Kevin Gibbs says his Capo Ace 1, but the BRX01 LC70 build is past it.
Jesus. Wow. That's a hell of a rig, man. Yeah, and you see, again, ladies and gentlemen, you see that? Are you guys reading that comment? And Mr. Kevin Gibbs doesn't have a YouTube channel. Don't we all want to see that?
Yes, absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely.
So.
Create a channel. Show us some videos.
Right, yeah.
I'll sub to your channel.
What are you doing?
Definitely.
Yep.
So one of my most expensive RCs, and I'm sure people that have followed me over the years, the most expensive RC that I own is basically the truck that's on my thumbnail. My Axial SCX10. That truck has gone through so many phases, through so many upgrades, through so many ideas, and many hundreds of dollars later, it is what it is today.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean that thing has Curry axles. I'll tell you this: everything is all metalled out except the body. Even the body posts are metal.
Okay, I will show you attention.
That thing is super, super heavy and pricey, and it's just a trail truck. That thing is so top heavy that I can't even crawl with it anymore. So.
Sean says his new D130 build is going to be good.
Isn't that that's a 6x6, right? The one the one he mentioned.
I don't know.
I think so.
Could be, yeah, because I know he's building that 6x6 for UST. So
Or was.
was
Yeah.
You know. So
And
Yeah,
Sean's
he's turning it into a tow truck, I think.
oh yeah.
Sean's saying Kevin has a YouTube channel.
He does?
Hey,
Huh.
is this thing working yet or what?
We hear you.
you.
Yeah, we hear you loud and clear. The only thing is
All
you
right.
don't have video. You're just screen sharing what you're seeing.
Yeah, we're trying to work on the camera too, but
If you like, you can just shut off the camera for tonight, and you can just be with us on audio if you like. It doesn't matter to us.
Killer Rig. I belong to 3 Japanese groups on Facebook, and they race the hell out of them. Interesting. And Kevin says evidently he does have a channel, just nothing on it.
Yeah, of course. You
I
know,
just
since
got a
it's
real
Kevin,
bad lag.
Are you
I think what
watching it on YouTube?
Yeah.
Close YouTube.
Yeah. There's going to be a delay between the live to YouTube. That's why you watch the through the StreamYard.
Yeah.
And you should be able to go down to the camera down at the bottom of your screen there and be able to select the camera.
Yeah, there's a little gear down there that says Cam Mic. If you click on that, then it brings up another menu, and you go to camera, and you should be able to select.
Yep.
The camera.
And we just lost Jen Martin.
Yep.
It might just be the camera's not any good.
Well, or maybe the camera's not plugged in. Is it a laptop or built-in camera or?
I thought he ordered one last week.
Oh, did he? Okay.
Yeah, I believe that's what I remember. I could be wrong on that.
Yeah, just screen mirroring.
No, it's not a laptop. No, we'll probably need to.
Okay. So have you, Gabe? Have you got to crawl with the new rig yet?
With no, not yet.
Okay.
This thing came out of the hobby shop last night, and pretty much we were just testing all of the
Got a
components.
major delay time. I don't know how to fix.
Yeah, the delay is because you're watching YouTube. You need to watch the stream on StreamYard. You know, the actual.
Yeah, I am. I'll delete the YouTube part up top.
Yeah, and then YouTube. Yeah, that's where you're getting your audio from. So yeah, so I was saying, you know, the Chevy. So pretty much we were just doing all the final tweaks on the trucks, and it seems to be okay now. So hopefully, tomorrow. That's what I'm expected to go run this thing. You know, see how it goes,
Nice.
and probably I'll have you a video, you know, during the week. Hopefully.
Very nice. Look forward to it.
Yeah, me too, man. Actually, I've been dying to go out on RC.
It's always fun to take a new rig out.
Right?
Of course, then you're always worried about, you know, till you get that first scratch, you're like, you know, being careful with it.
Yeah.
I just take it out and send it, and I flip it, I get it over and done with quick.
Right off the bat. I haven't quite done that. I'm usually trying to be
See if there's-
careful until the first time I roll it.
No, I just try to see where I send it up and down the road, and then I try to see
I
if it
deleted
see
the
how it
YouTube,
tips
see
or
if
rolls
that
easy,
works.
and
We
that's
can
where I
hear
usually
you, KB. I hear you just fine.
Yeah, we had a real bad lag, but I guess when we deleted YouTube, it fixed it.
Yep.
Yeah.
Still
That's-
hanging back.
Gabe, I will say that body on your bow tie. I mean, those Traxxas bodies are nice. Like the detail they put into them is really nice. It's always hard to let it get beat up some.
Yeah, man, and the thing is, some people just won't spend, the extra money for just to buy plastic, because technically by the end of the day, this is just Lexan.
there.
But honestly, to me, I do appreciate, I guess the design, the looks on
It's
this
still
thing,
lagging back.
and I just love the look. That's why I decided to, to even pull the trigger on it and make it my truck. So
Let go of my arm.
No, they've done a good job. Trax has done a good job on those bodies. Even the Ford Bronco body. I mean, that thing's a nice looking body.
yeah. The way I see it, their whole entire fleet, from crawlers. Because of course you got the 6x6, you got the other Mercedes Benz 4x4, the Bronco, the Blazer. Oh yeah, man. When it comes to scale looks, yeah, Traxxas actually does a really, really good job. Because I can actually compare this 72 Chevy grill with the Vatera grill, and it doesn't even come close. Because I do have the 72 Chevy Ascender from Vatera. It also has the 72 Chevy grill, and yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the Traxxas one, and the Traxxas looks way more realistic.
Absolutely, they really do a good job with that. Yeah, I've got the red and black TRX4 Blazer, and man, that thing is mine's beat up now, but it's still a great looking body.
Yeah.
Kevin's saying he wants a old '60s Bronco hard body. That'd be nice.
But Vatera made it. I mean, it had the color was like a baby blue with white, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah. Correct me if I'm wrong. The '60s Bronco was the one that had, the rounded headlights. Actually, it came out in the movie Speed, right? Keanu Reeves
so.
trying to catch up on that bus, right?
Hey, look who it is.
Hey, Sean. Oh, he just left.
Normally StreamYard kicks me out, so.
Welcome, Sean.
Welcome, guys. So I'll give you a try for a moment. I know I normally have troubles with StreamYard, so.
Yeah, my camera keeps on freezing on me.
Gabe, you're right though. The '60s Bronco is the round headlights.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Yep. So and Vatera made it. But yeah, of course, we all know what happened to Vatera, right? So good luck with Vatera. So what's the word, Sean?
No, not much. Just sitting around doing some work in this beauty,
Yeah, I've been seeing it on Instagram, man. That thing is a piece of art.
Yeah, I'm getting ready I just marked the windscreen, so I'm gonna do cracks. I'm gonna do a shatter and then crack the windscreen so that it looks like it's broken and cracked as well.
Oh boy.
How do you do the effect where it shows the wipers have went? How did you do that?
How to do that? So this is I traced the wiper around. I taped the whole window over, and then I traced the wipers around, cut out just where the wipers would make. So just cut out these marks here, and then this is actually just clear. It's just clear lacquer. There's a matte clear lacquer.
Oh,
So you just spray up the a clear lacquer, and that gives it that effect.
That's sweet.
You know, and then so
Yeah.
now what I'll do is right where I have the little dot marked.
Yep.
I'll poke a hole there, and then I'll follow all the lines that I drew to make the windscreen look like it's shattered. Too.
That's awesome.
No, but it's coming out nice. This truck, like, you know.
Yeah, great detail. Great detail.
I like the way I done all the cuts and everything in it too.
yeah.
But
Yeah,
even the rust on it, like little rust on the,
That's awesome.
like
Nice
everything.
work. Nice work.
So
Because,
now
like-
when you drive that truck, Sean, are you required to have a tetanus shot before you
Oh
get
yeah,
in
I
there?
know, yeah. Tetanus shot required, but I'm just getting ready to add the roll bars. But
Oh, sweet.
I have to add the roll bar. I just picked up a driver for him, so I just picked up a nice driver for him.
Harry Potter.
Harry
Yeah.
Potter.
But I'll take
Nice.
I'll take the wand out, and I picked up a load of little. So I picked up like little hammers and screwdrivers. So I'll put like a wrench in his hand and a hammer or something, maybe instead of a
Let's see,
wand
let's
or
see
something.
if it's lagging.
So
So you're gonna call him Harry Hardware?
yeah, Harry Hardware, yeah. That's it.
Like Kevin
Am I
said,
back
it really
on,
started to
guys?
come together. Yeah,
Yep.
we can hear you, KB.
Okay, it's not lagging no more.
Sweet, man. Sweet.
So Kevin said that's really starting to
So
come together.
let me ask you
Nice work.
this.
Go ahead, dude.
What were you gonna ask?
I was gonna say. So I was gonna ask you, Sean.
Yeah.
So what is the difference between going from a Lexan body to a hard body? Tell us. Let
Big,
us know.
big,
What's
yeah.
the
It's
secret?
a big difference in like the way your body moves and rolls. Even it rolls and moves a lot more realistic on a hard body, but it also adds more weight. So you have to actually think about your lines. Like you can't just run into a line and be like, "Oh, here I go." Because the Lexan, you might as well have nothing, no weight on top of your rig at all. Like, you know. But the hard bodies actually add that extra bit of top weight, so you have to actually think about your lines. Like,
So what I'm understanding is on a hard body, you can actually drive a little bit more realistic than a Lexan.
absolutely, yeah, you get more body roll with the hard body, and that's the only TRX4 I have left, and this is the
So
hard
there's
body.
no challenge. Is that what you're saying?
And that's the hard body I'm working on at the moment for it. So this is the hard body that's going to go on that TRX4. It's going to be a barn find Bronco.
Oh, that's good.
Looks awesome, man.
Yeah. And then
I'm
up
jealous.
there, that's the D130 that I'm working on right now too. So
So that was in the 6x6.
yeah,
Okay. Cool, man.
it is. I'll show you. Hold on.
So Kevin says the center of gravity becomes really important. I agree.
It sure
Yeah.
does.
So there's
That's what really.
there's the D130
Oh,
that I'm working on. It's going to be a tow rig.
Nice.
totally.
Hey, Sean, how easy are them to break? I mean, they like crack pretty easy if you roll them over and stuff.
They can, yeah. It depends. Like, but it's definitely a lot different than Lexan. Like, you know, Lexan, you don't really care. You don't really care with a Lexan, like, but with a hard bodies, you put so much time and work into them. Like,
Yeah, you don't want to bash them.
like that, like that Range Rover. The first time I rolled that, man, I actually sat at the top of the rock and I didn't even go down and look at it for a few moments. It was just like, I don't even want to go look at it. Like,
Yeah, isn't that the one the door come open and you twisted the hinge and?
no, that's actually that one up there.
Yeah, I know. I'm saying I know one of them that you did that to.
Yeah, that D110. I didn't realize the back door was open, and I reversed back up against the rock and just snapped the hinges clean off the door. I was like,
Oh, man.
damn it.
Kevin says doors are the worst.
Yeah, they are, but
Yeah,
I don't know. I like the hard bodies a lot better. Like the hard bodies. I only have 2 Lexan bodies left, and they'll soon be hard bodies as well.
So I've had one hard body, which I don't have anymore. And I will say that it held up quite well as far as like being rolled, as far as the structure held up
Yeah.
well, but the paint scratches so much easier. Of course, it's on the outside on a
Yeah,
hard body
right.
versus inside on a Lexan.
Yeah. That's it. That's the thing. Like that's why I was saying the Lexan you don't really care about if you scrape it off rocks or anything because you're not scraping the paintwork.
Yeah,
So you have
B-field's on his lid all the time, so you probably
Yeah,
would.
so you have to
Hard
think a
body's
lot
not too
more.
good.
Yeah, you have to think a lot more driving hard bodies, which is good. Like
Yep.
and yeah,
Definitely
Kevin
the
Gibbs says
skill-
hard bodies
skill
can be
part.
fixed
Go ahead.
fairly easily. Yeah.
It's fairly easily.
Yeah, and I was gonna say, here's my 2 cents on the hard body. The only hard body that I own is the RC 4-wheel drive, the Beast 2. And actually, I did use that recently. I mean, I did a video on it, and it was just pretty much just light rocks here and there on the 6x6. And till this day, man, I still say that if I drop that rig, I'm sure it's just gonna pretty much become just pieces. That's another
what's that on
reason
the
why
Beast?
Yeah, the Beast. Yeah, that's a hard body.
Yeah, that's a pretty tough hard body though.
Yeah. So the Tank RC, Frank the Tank, I know he has one himself, and he says otherwise. He says that he has beaten that thing left and right, and he has never broken the body.
Yeah, that's a pretty hard body, that Beast body.
Yeah.
I know a few. Yeah, I know a few people have it. And it's like takes a good bit of abuse.
There's just so much more detail.
Mine
you
was
can
ready
do.
to run. Yeah. You can scale them. You can do a bunch of stuff to that rig.
I mean, they got motors.
So I got the ready to run.
Stuff.
Yeah, you can do a bunch of crazy stuff on it, man. And so mine is a ready to run, and I did see. I think RC Sparks. He had the ready to run, and then he also built that one himself.
Yeah.
And he said that he really had to be really good with the glue, because if he went over the lines, like you can clearly see the outside, the outline of the glue. And even that, man, that made me think like, well, if it's not, and the thing is, if it's not glue right, well, guess what? I think it's gonna break. And that's just my take on it. So.
Yeah, and that's the thing too. Like with a Lexan body, I wouldn't be able to put all these dents. Like
right,
yeah,
you wouldn't be able to put them dents. You wouldn't be able to do all them holes. Like you wouldn't be able to like make the front of it there look like you crashed it and everything. And then like you do so much more detail on a hard body.
Or you just get that plastic hot and then push it in.
Yeah, just push it whatever way you want to do it. Like so to make the dents or to make the hood look like it open, you just cut along the like on this Bronco body. I don't know if you can see it in the camera, but say it looks like the bottom of the door is actually ripped open.
Yep, I see it.
So you just cut along the lines and then heat up behind it and then just push it out a little bit.
Out.
Nice.
Yeah, so it looks like the door's actually got a little tear in the door and everything too.
Yeah.
So I'm just decapitating a deer at the moment. That's what I'm doing. Like I'm decapitating him. I want to paint his skull white and the antlers white just to make it look
like. You gonna put that as a hood ornament?
No, it'll be in the back of this truck somewhere. Like along with a deer that looks like it just got. This one will look like it just got fucking shot or something. So that it'll be in there, and then this one will be just the head and the antlers in there, like So.
Good evening, Jack.
Hey, Jack. Good
You know what
evening.
I've
Welcome.
been,
G'day,
you know what I've
g'day,
been
Jack.
looking for, guys? Traxxas Stampede 4x4. I've called about 20 different hobby shops, and they are out.
What is it that you're looking for?
I think they're hard to get.
Traxxas Stampede 4x4.
Oh, the truck itself. Okay.
Yeah,
They're
the
out, huh?
ready to run truck. Yeah.
There he is. Good evening, Jack.
G'day, fellas.
G'day, Jack.
Oh, hey, Jack.
Right.
Fair income, Mike.
Welcome.
How's things on the other side of the world?
Yeah, it's the weather's been crappy here actually. Like we had a couple of days of hot weather and bang, went into winter. Weird.
Yeah, we're waiting on. I think tomorrow into Monday we're going to get like 8 inches of snow or something.
Yeah, it's
Wow.
supposed to be starting here in about 2-3 hours.
It sounds like Texas, man. Cold one
All right,
minute,
you
hot
guys.
the next.
Yep. Amen to that, man.
How you going, Gabs? Mr. Bedspread?
Hey, Jack. Good evening.
What's going on, Mr. Bedspread?
That's what they were talking. I don't think they noticed my comment earlier, Jack, because they were talking about the updated Senduro, and I said the biggest update to the Senduro is the new bed blanket. I think they noticed my comment there.
Hey, Jay, mate, can you make us widescreen, bro? Please?
Having Sky, JJ Customs, or Dixieland RC.
Thanks, mate.
Yep.
It's better for you.
So, Kevin, I've used Dixieland RC. I've actually got a lot of stuff from Cody, and it's been good. I have never gotten anything personally from JJ Customs, but Dixieland's actually not that far from me, so I get stuff in a couple days when I order from him.
Why were you at JMH? Where are you at?
North Florida.
Oh, you're North Florida.
Yeah, St. Augustine, basically. St.
Okay.
Augustine, Jacksonville. Yep. And Cody's just a couple hours away with Dixieland.
KBRC, that's Beanfield, isn't it?
Yeah.
How you doing, brother?
Yep.
All right. How you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. John, how you doing, mate?
Not too bad.
Good yourself.
I hope I didn't blind you guys with the LEDs.
Yeah.
No.
It's a shame they don't sell them no
Hey,
more.
gentlemen, hey.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to update on those LEDs.
No,
They don't sell them no more.
I
It's
just gotta say
ridiculous.
briefly, man.
You're good, Gabe. Go ahead.
I just gotta say, man, briefly. So something came up, and actually I gotta run. So
No.
Okay.
so yeah.
Jeez, I just got here, bro.
I know.
Well, we're still going to go on.
I just got here, Gabs. What's the matter with you, man?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
He's-
And now you see look, and this is why I'm very, very thankful for JMHRC to stepping up to actually.
Yeah, he's done a
host,
great job.
these live
great
streams
job, mate.
because
Yeah, he's done a good
certainly, man. Certainly,
Yeah,
and
Gabe.
I
he's
do
done a
appreciate
good-
everybody showing them support.
No, he's done a good job, man.
Go ahead.
Gabriel's girlfriend just came around, so something come up.
Either that or
You
he got a
witch?
message.
How did you know?
So either that or he got a message from Tank wants to come in because Jack's on.
Oh God, no, no.
Or yeah,
Yeah,
that too,
Tony.
So yeah.
Bear me. I'm on good. I'm on. Me and Tony going all right lately. I was
Fuck
messaging
is up with this glue.
last night in the messenger, so we always all right, me and Tony behind the scenes. But when it comes to lives, you're hammering tongue, mate.
So whose channel are we actually live on? Are we live on JM's or live on Fisher Boys?
Mine, JMHRC.
Yes.
The girlfriend
and
called
of course,
Gabs and you have to
nothing has
drop
changed.
everything,
It's
brother.
still.
Eh?
Yeah,
The
yeah.
girlfriend called
so,
up and you have to
let me
drop
just-
everything and go up.
No, it's not that. Something important came up.
What that?
But,
Well,
but yeah, so we we are live at JMHRC, and like once again, I will say, I highly appreciate him actually backing up the entire stream. So it's his
Yeah.
show.
Yep.
Like I said,
Yep.
he's doing a great job, and I'm very, very thankful of him keeping the show going.
Yeah, I kind of got confused. I mean, I kind of sort of like understand what Sean's saying, because I kind of got confused because you're doing a live stream on behalf of someone else, but they're doing it on their channel.
Yeah.
Where in the past, when Tank took over every live stream as he did, because he wanted to be the king. I hope you're listening, Tank. And because he used to take over Steve O'D's, you see, on his channel, though.
Understood.
Shit. My eyes are wonky, man. No, but JM's done a good job.
Trying my best.
Yes.
Yeah, no, you've done a good job,
So,
man.
and of course,
I've quite enjoyed it.
yeah, and of course,
So is
yeah,
this
and
going to
actually,
be another?
I've happened to be on chat.
Yeah, is this going to be another 3-hour stream?
What's that, Sean?
Is this going to be another 3-hour stream, or?
I guess that's going to depend up to
Hell, man.
everybody.
I mean, JMH can. Yeah, and hell, man. I mean, JMH can go pull an all-nighter. And actually, I'll tell you this, ladies and gentlemen. I've thought about actually putting an all-nighter RC live.
Don't you
I don't know
dare.
when.
Don't put me to sleep, mate.
it's in
The
the
bedspread's bad enough, mate. What's the matter with you?
An all-nighter? That'd be crazy.
Come on, man. One of my friends on my other channel did a 24-hour stream. Crazy. Just crazy.
24.
24
24 hours. Just went
That's
on
insane.
and on and on. Yeah, but Sean, they're all greedy now. They all want the watch hours, bro, to get monetized. That's what it's all about now. You know?
Crazy, though.
24.
Yeah, no.
It was actually
But
I think it was about 5 something. Hey,
I'm not as young as I used to be.
And me, I'm
wait,
just doing it for fun,
I heard that, man.
Yeah, it's all about fun. That's right. Yeah. No, I think
all right,
JMH,
gentlemen. I guess we'll see you next week.
Hey, we see you later, Basher
all
boy.
right.
See you later.
All right.
Go ahead.
See you later, mate.
Have a good one.
I'm sorry.
See you, mate.
We'll see you
What are
guys
you
next
saying?
week.
saying
And yeah, I
sorry
mean,
to
it
someone,
depends
not
who
your
will host
girlfriend.
tomorrow on Saturday. So, yeah.
Yeah, you see, you talk about people
Anyway.
and the ears burn. The ears burn. Here we go. This good old Tony.
Hey, Tony.
See? I tried to get Tony in last week, but he was flat out, and he had a long day. That's why I messaged him last week when you started, just after you started the show, and he was a bit busy. He was tired from a long day or something.
Yeah, Saturdays are hard enough. Like, Saturday evenings. Saturdays is the time we get with our kids to do most of the crap,
Yep.
They don't have school no Saturday, and
Chuck the link in for him, James. Actually, might come up.
Hey guys,
Come up,
how is
Tony.
Shapeway products?
Come up,
Are
Tony.
they pretty good?
Last week I had
Who
it
was
on
that?
the tractor for 6 hours.
Shapeway products?
Shapeway products, yeah, they're good, but they're really expensive. If you reach out to RC Voodoo, he can print you the same thing for half the price.
Yeah, I want to get a grill from my van, my Proline 70 Rock van.
Yeah, so if Shapeways have it,
Yeah,
Daniel,
they do.
So Daniel can actually
Download the program.
download the file and then 3D print it for half the price that Shapeways will charge you.
That sounds like a good idea.
See, Harry Potter now has a wrench, not a wand. See?
Nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Harry Pooper, huh?
Yeah.
I've gotten one thing off Shapeways, and it was nicely made, a little pricey, and it took a little while, probably close to 2 weeks before I got it.
Ben, Phil, why are you watching the stream like that?
I don't have a camera.
Man, I was saying one of my heads is ugly, but two come on, man.
I don't know what happened. I'm glad there's just no lag, man.
Oh,
Lagging.
you got no. Oh, you tried your camera, did you? You haven't got a camera.
Yeah, I got an old camera. It doesn't work.
Oh, okay. You can use your phone.
Yeah, I can't even, turn a computer on talking dirty to it. So I'm really bad at electronics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Working on the farmer's hand totem.
He was on the tractor for 6 hours last
Yeah,
week.
that's last week. Yeah, I tried to get him in.
Uh,
Yeah. Well, he's got mate. Come on, he bought a tractor to do RCs and whatever. Mate, he's got to get his money's worth, hasn't he?
yeah.
Thought I was having flashbacks.
Yeah,
me too, mate.
There, Sean?
Me
What's
too.
that?
You looking for something? What'd you drop? I heard it.
Yeah. Drop the scale hammer.
Wow.
So Jack,
mate.
Gabe was asking us, what's the most expensive rig you got?
The most
Who's
expensive
that?
rig.
Jack?
The most expensive rig. Well, it has to be the TRX6.
Yeah, probably that Arctic White mobile.
Yeah,
No?
that's like $1,400 here.
Yeah.
Well, it's $1,399 or something.
Yeah.
But before that, well, I didn't pay for that. That was a donation, thanks to Donali and Steve OD. But before that, well, if I have to put
mods included. Any modifications?
Yeah. I'd probably say before I had the TRX6, I'd go with the Kyosho Fox.
Okay.
Because I got it cheap, but that was like over $1,000 when they came out, 1,200 or whatever it was. That's the Kyosho Fox VE with the paddle tires.
Mm-hmm.
But now, if I put my TRX aside, it'll be all my GVs because they're all collectibles now. They'll be now. You'll be looking at nearly $1,000 for each one of them.
Yeah.
Because they're discontinued.
Yeah.
Good question. But the TRX6, yeah.
Yeah, that stuff, man. You buy it and then you upgrade it and upgrade it. As soon as you got $1,000 in there, like what?
Yeah. But then you go to sell it, and you're not going to get your $1,000.
No.
No hope.
Yeah,
I bet you I got 1,000 in my Axial SEX 10 too.
Well, yeah, funny you say that though, Benfield, because I've had my SEX 10 now. Darren Dorian, who's come back, who's a long-time friend of mine on here. He actually built my SEX 10 about 7 years ago, and he put upgraded parts, links, this, that, blah blah blah. Subox servo in there. I think he did some. They did have originally Proline chisels with weights, and but I took them out because it just kept rolling for what I wanted to do with it. But I think it's got MIP stuff on there as well, modifications. But other than that, the motor, the motor of the servo, I changed out the ESC because the ESC was crap. That's the only thing I changed out was the ESC. And but the servo and the motor still kick them till this day. And I've run it hard here and there, but it's probably, apart from my Slash, which I think is one of the best RCs ever made. That's just my opinion, right?
Yeah, 4x4, man. That thing.
Yeah. I think my SX10 is one of my favourites. I never used to like crawling Dave G, mate. I hated it because I was too busy with my planes and FPV and all that stuff back in the day.
Yeah,
I didn't really, I used to see these guys, Darren and all his mates and everyone. They were out there, crawling rocks. I'm thinking, what's this? How slow is this? Get out there and bash and do this and that,
Javier, brother, welcome in.
So I ended up getting a crawler. But I swapped the crawler that was made for me in Canada for a GTX Y351, which is now worth a fortune. It's another one that's discontinued, part of my GV models. Aussie muscle car. So,
Kevin says, number one RC club rule number one, never add up receipts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
It never works. But I'll tell you what, I used to add up my giveaway receipts, though. Don't you worry about that. And it was a bit of coin there.
My aunt found an old gold pan at a yard sale with all kinds of stuff for $10. Like, yeah, she gave it to me, but I'm not going to do anything with it. I'm going to sell it to my guy at the hobby shop.
I was going to say, I know what the number 2 rule should be. Never leave the receipts from the hobby shop sitting around the house.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, Javier, good to see you, brother. Long time, mate.
Yeah.
Good to see you. Good to see
Good
you,
to
my
see
friend.
you, 11
How you doing,
Charlie.
Charlie? How you
Good
doing,
to see you,
Javier?
Javier. Good to see you, mate. I still
My
watch your shows
problem
now and
is my
again,
wife
Javier. I
orders
still
the
watch
stuff
them, mate.
off Amazon for me. You can't get that. That's too expensive. Oh, man.
Oh, come on! My wife come home from work and there was a big box sitting out on my porch. She goes, "What? So what car did we order now?" I go, the felony."
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, sad. I took her little video from Facebook for Messenger or something like this, going, "Okay, now what did we order?" So I just decided I'm going to turn that right into a YouTube video, going busted.
Nice.
What does that thing go stock? About 60 miles an hour?
Come again?
How fast does that go stock? About 60?
It goes about 70 out of the
70?
box.
Yeah.
But you change the gear, it'll go almost 93. And the gear's in there.
Yeah, but the question really is, though, John, is when are we actually going to see more videos of it?
Well, it's kind of winter.
Never see anything of it.
Put some snow tires on it, man.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
You got a beast of an RC.
that-
Mate,
that-
I'll be milking that. If I had that thing there you got, I'll be milking the hell out of it.
Well, the problem is you can't get freaking tires for them. So
Oh, I
Oh,
do have
what?
the tires.
He's got 3 sets.
oh yeah.
You got three sets.
I got the tires. It's just the whole thing that you can't really run it out in 2-3 inches of snow on the road.
Yeah.
Oh, you that bad, is it? The snow now.
Well, it's not bad right now, but I don't want to run it out there in the road salt and it all.
Yeah.
all the other
Yeah,
crap.
salt must
So-
mess it up.
So that's why I
forget
kind
it.
of
All
shelved it for right now.
All right, keep it stored away until the weather gets better.
Yeah.
And then milk it.
Like I said,
I'll be
pulled,
milking the hell out of that thing, man. I'll be
Oh.
making that many videos out of it. Oh. But you know me, I'll make a pop.
yeah. like I said, I think I'm the only one that's ever brought it to a dirt oval track and run it on dirt.
You sure about that?
Drive it like a rental car.
Well, when you first got it, you mean yes, probably.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah,
Probably the
because
first
I
one.
was like within the
Probably
first
the
week
first
I
one.
ended up.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
11 Charlie said he always throws his receipts away at the hobby shops. Trash
That way,
can.
Right there,
there's
right the trash can.
There's no evidence, Javier. There's no evidence to take home, mate.
You're right.
In case you
It's
drop a
easier.
receipt in the kitchen, mate.
Kevin said it was a stimulus check. I felt stimulated.
Well, out of the when the infractions and all them came out, I think I'm gonna prop him up because he, I mean, we banter a lot, but still, Tony did the infraction on the dirt oval. That was an awesome video, man. That was awesome. He's got a little circle oval track, dirt track. And he took the infraction on there, and was awesome. The slides, I got nothing. I got wood chips. I can't run anything here. I got nothing. No tracks. No. I mean, I've got rocks and stuff I can do crawling and whatever, but most of it's if I'm gonna no dirt around here, wood chips.
11
But yeah,
Charlie.
if I had that felony, I'll tell you what, mate. Oh, I wouldn't be doing. I
Get
wouldn't
in
be doing
trouble with
speed.
that though,
I
man.
would. I wouldn't
70
be doing
miles an
speed.
hour out of the
I wouldn't be.
box.
I would no, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't be killing it like that, Beanfield. I'll be
Yeah.
making it, because of it. I'll edit it to make it pop. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like I said, it's fun just tooling around and
Yeah.
3 and 4S, but man, 6 is six. You need a lot of room.
Yeah.
You run out of room quick.
A 4S would be enough.
And my wife was driving her Stampede the other day, and she hit bob wire, and it got all wrapped up into that and everything. It's like, oh,
Yeah, but the Stampede can
yeah, I handle it.
handle anything,
Yeah.
mate. Good old Stampede.
Yep. So
Like
11
it's a
Charlie,
space.
how's things going for preparation for you guys for USTE?
He posted today there. It's near enough 100% funded to get the feathers there. It's getting pretty close to being all the way funded.
Yeah. I still watch. I go past this channel now and still watch, but I don't comment. I mean, I got no input can I put. The guy does a great job with what he's done for over a year now. I think he's done it. It's been over a year, I'm sure. But I don't. So I still watch your content there, mate. Yeah, that's right, Kevin. Correct, mate. Hey, James, how you doing, brother? Good to see you, mate.
Yep.
Good on you, mate. He's a good supporter, James. Doesn't upload, but he supports. We are almost there to be fully funded, so happy for my ventures. Good on you. Good
Awesome.
luck
I'm
to
glad
you.
to hear
Good
that.
luck to you, mate. Good luck to you, mate. You've done a great job over the time on that, mate.
I look forward to seeing all the veterans that you bring to USTE, and my offer is still up. I have a rig that I will have with me that will be ready if you need a rig for one of your veterans to drive for the weekend.
Good stuff, man. Yeah, good stuff over here. No worries, mate. No worries at all, mate.
I know it sucks I had to cancel my UST trip this year.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, because of your hip, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, we were talking about that the other day.
Yeah, last weekend.
Yeah.
But you recovering okay?
Yeah, so far so good anyway. So.
Did you have surgery?
No, I didn't.
They're
See
you later, John. See you later, mate.
So.
The missus called. You had to drop everything. Another one.
Tony,
next? Who's next? Who's next?
I just bought my UST tickets.
I just bought my UST.
What's the show you going to?
USTE.
Yeah, Tony just bought his.
Tony's going to be into everything. Didn't you know that, Sean?
Huh?
Tony's going to be into everything, mate.
Yeah. He has the TF2 and all there anyway, so perfectly set up for that TF2 that he has.
Yep. Get him away from monster trucks for once, eh?
No.
I'm looking forward to the trails this year. I can't wait to see what they've added since last year.
Does sound awesome. Bucket list. When are we back to reality?
Yep.
Tony, come up, mate. Tony, come up here, mate. I need a punching bag.
Yeah, 11 Charlie or anybody else, if you want to join the panel, here is the link. Anybody's welcome to join. We can have up to 6 people, so we got 2 more slots. Anybody wants to join?
I can drop down any time.
Well, I'm gonna drop out soon myself. Anyway, so. I'm surprised I haven't dropped out yet already, because StreamYard normally completely messes around with me, like so.
Just get up here, Tony. Stop your complaining, mate. You've got to fix it online, mate. You wrench half the time anyway.
That's how finally we got on the chat. We went to the StreamYard line instead of YouTube.
And Jack, you missed it. Sean was showing us some of his work that he's been doing. He's got some nice work going on a couple truck bodies, hard bodies.
I've got to admire Sean, you know, he's pumping a lot of cash in there. I'll tell you what, mate. I couldn't afford none of what he's doing, I'll tell you right now.
Sean, you're like me, man. Drop more stuff than put together.
I know, yeah.
Drop so much stuff. It's crazy.
Understood, 11, Charlie. Spend that time with the
wife. Make sure she doesn't see any receipts there, Javier.
Exactly.
Yeah, Sean puts a lot into his. I've got to hand it to you, Sean. He puts a lot of money and effort into his RCs. I'll tell you right now. He's, I mean, it's only bloke I know that can run 2 or 3 rigs at one time.
Yeah, building them's half the fun, though, you know.
Yeah, a lot of people like building. I mean, like I said, I can't build, so forget about that idea. But no, it's I can see you like building. You know, otherwise you wouldn't do it. But and to see the finished product. But your rigs are you got awesome rigs there, you know.
Yeah. That detail that he's putting in.
Oh, mate, yeah. I like the when he does the onboard footage with the dash in there. That's awesome.
Yeah, I put that one has a lit up dashboard and all in it now too.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so that one I put a lit up dashboard and everything into that.
No.
I'll get another.
Did you ever get like steering wheels turn and stuff? I seen a servo that you could turn the steering.
Yeah, I have one of my rigs there had the light up dashboard, the steering wheel turns, everything.
But you got to reverse the servo though. That's the
you had to put a servo reverser in.
Yep, you got to reverse it.
Yeah,
I have that on a Gen 8 body that has the steering wheel moves.
So this is the one.
Okay.
This is the one he's talking about, Jack. The one I'm working on right now.
Yep.
Oh yeah. That's the one you weathered, that, isn't it? I think I saw pictures of that. Yeah, that's a beast,
that's the one I just finished
wearing. Yeah, that's a beast, man.
So what's your roll bars made out of?
They're actually metal. They're actually steel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, what'd you do? Solder them together or weld
No,
them?
this one I bought. This I bought off Wish for $30.
Yeah.
Off Wish.
Off Wish with lights, all the lights and everything came with it for $30.
That's a pretty good deal.
Yeah.
I found them metal straws. They're really tough. Have you ever seen any of them?
Yeah. Well, I started doing my own. I just started tinkering with my own brazing as well. So I just started tinkering. So I have these rods here now.
Yeah.
That'll be bending and cutting because that rig, I got to make stuff for that rig. So I'm going to start making my own stuff for that.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. I mean, I don't know. I mean, Wish just came out of nowhere with all the... Because I asked them a lot of parts now, Wish, eh? But the problem with Wish is postage. It takes too long. It's like boat out of China, mate.
Yeah. Don't buy clothes there. You can get a 4X and it comes in like teeny tiny.
Yeah, their sizes are always going to be...
I had a real cool AC/DC shirt from there, but it's like, what?
Yeah. You got to get 4 extra large to get a small.
Yeah.
John Martin says Sean's got a whole lot of truck parts under his desk in the drop parts.
I know there is. There's a lot of them under there. There's a brand new set of tires and a bag and everything. The coolest thing that sits under my desk, though. This is the coolest thing. So here, there's the coolest thing that sits under my desk.
Oh, that's nice.
It actually flew. Beautiful. It flew over the Capitol building. My brother-in-law works in the Pentagon.
Oh.
And the day I became a U.S. citizen, he had this flown over the Capitol building.
That's sweet.
Wow.
I have all the paperwork signed by the senator that approved it to fly that day for my citizenship.
Wow.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. So that's the coolest thing. It sits under my desk.
I can see why.
Yeah.
Why does it sit under your desk? That's the thing. It should be shut on a
Because
mantelpiece.
there's
somewhere.
other stuff on my shelf right now where it used to sit.
Well, haven't you got somewhere inside you can put on a mantelpiece or something?
Well, I had it up here, but now that shelf's filled with RC parts.
Idiot.
Look, that's what I'm doing right now too. Like I'm putting an interior together right now too. Like so, you know, I'm trying to figure out how it goes together. Putting it together.
What kind of glue do you use?
Huh?
What kind of glue do you use? It doesn't melt that plastic.
No, I use the shoe glue, or else I use or not the shoe glue. I use the E600.
Yeah, that's what I got. E6000.
Yeah, the E6000.
Yeah.
And then Keegan from Green Frog, he actually put me on to this glue for like if you're doing lights or window. Hold on, let me see if it'll. So if you're doing lights or windows or anything, this actually dries completely clear.
It's like it goes like silicon, yeah.
No, it's just it dries clear. It doesn't fog up. Joe, like sometimes you use glue and it fogs up.
Yeah, it gets cloudy.
Yeah, so this is just designed for clear parts, like you know.
Ah, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so those are
all kinds of stuff tonight. Awesome.
Yeah, so that does that won't fog up, but it'll keep everything clear still. Like so.
What's the camera? What camera are you using for? Because you keep focusing. What are you using there?
Oh, it's just a webcam.
Oh, okay.
So I can change the focus on the front.
Oh, okay. Yep.
And then I have the camera for my laptop is over there.
Oh, yeah.
So.
Very nice. The KBRC, what you got? What you working on?
Right now I got the axial trail honcho, and I'm putting that on my Stampede 4-wheel drive, the body.
All right, very nice.
And my Viking ship, I'm still working on that.
So I'll ask you the same question since Gabe was asking this earlier. What's your most expensive rig you currently have, and that includes modifications?
That would probably be the Axial SCX-102 Cherokee, the Jeep Cherokee. Yeah, I only got like 5 rigs, so
that's all you need, mate. That's all you need. That's all you need, man.
Yep. You don't need any more than that. I'm down a lot of rigs myself. There's two been sitting in the boot of my car for the last freaking 4 weeks. I keep meaning to bring them in out of the car, and then I'm just like, I get downstairs, and I'm like, fuck it, I'll get them tomorrow.
I did that.
They've been in there for like 4 weeks. Like,
I did that once. It was a few years ago. Now I bought a 1.8 buggy off Hobby King, and I left it in the boot for a couple of days. And idiot me, because it was summer. One day I opened the boot to get it out, and the body was all over the joint, mate.
Yeah, I'd say
it was all over the joint.
I would say the biggest thing probably now, if I go out to them rigs, the tires are probably flat. Like the air with the cold weather, it's probably sucked the fucking sucked the air.
And my drone's like that. We bought a drone, and my wife went into the hospital, and it's still sitting up on our refrigerator.
Javier is asking you, Sean, if you still have the batteries still plugged in on them. Same as Kevin's asking the same thing.
Yeah, I don't know if there's batteries in them or not. I don't know.
You don't know.
I don't even know where half my batteries are. Like, I don't know. That's the worst because I haven't been able to take my rigs out since before Christmas. So,
well, if you did, you might as well throw those batteries away, mate. They'd be cactus. Yeah, you can't leave lipos, I gather, yeah?
I leave lipos in my trucks all the time.
What, plugged in? No, you'll kill them. You'll kill them.
I leave them all. I got to figure out a way of getting the charge.
You'll drain the cells. That's what happens over time.
They need to make.
And they can blow up. They can actually puff up and blow up. You've got to be careful, man.
They need to make the balance plug longer. If they made the balance plug longer, I would never take a battery out of my truck because I'd be able to just squeeze it to charge it in the truck. And like,
oh, okay. Yeah.
Well, hard bodies, they're hard to put in and out, ain't they? The batteries, you got to take all kinds of screws out and stuff.
Yeah. They are like so.
G'day, dumb truck. How you doing?
Green Frog says, look under the desk, Sean, if you're missing anything, even lipos.
That's the first place you look if you're missing something.
Yeah.
Hey, dump truck. Hey, Brian.
How you doing? Yeah, good old Kagan, mate.
Yeah. Keegan's got a really awesome collection, man.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Yeah, he's got some beautiful rigs, man.
I think he's got the best outdoor crawler course I've seen. I think.
Oh, his course is fucking awesome.
Yeah. Because what I like about it is it's not clumped up. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
not. I've seen some people just throw sticks together and this and that. And I think it was. There's two that I've seen that just. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not having a go at the guys, but they just put too much in one small space.
Yeah.
But with Kagan's is, because Kagan's got a bit of land there, but his course is just the way he's laid that out, and it's pretty awesome. Yeah, for sure, Harvey. Yeah, Kevin, that's an
even his
awesome
rig,
course.
yeah.
What?
He's got some freaking killer rigs even too. Like,
Yeah.
and,
But I saw Michael from who I don't see much anymore. I don't know what's happened to him. Michael from Void XRC. I don't see him around much anymore, but he started building.
Either.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I got him on. Sometimes I message him. I know he was going through a bit of problems, but sometimes I message him on Facebook. But he started building his course, and he was just building them out of sticks, and he did that wedge and that bridge, but he just kept adding and adding and adding. It was just like in one small space, it was just too much.
and
But,
Keegan, Keegan is freaking knowledgeable as hell, man. Like there's a lot of
Xavier's,
there's a lot of times like I reach out to Keegan if I'm thinking of something or doing something, like I actually shoot ideas by Keegan, like, you know.
Well, it's a good course, Kagan. I mean, how can you not like something like that? You know, because it's neat, it's tidy, it's big. When I first saw it, I thought, wow, he's put a lot of thinking into this. I wouldn't know what it is. I wouldn't know what stick to know what stick. You know, when I saw Michael from Void XRC, that guy was using the nail gun like crazy, man.
Yeah, it was.
He was nailing that much stuff. I couldn't believe it. You know, but no, Kagan's is a crisp, clean course. Awesome.
Yeah.
I got a course. It's underneath the carport.
Oh yeah.
Here. Yeah. There was an old. We had a tractor. We sold a tractor, so I said I'm going to take that spot and make a RC course.
Yeah, Xavier's is good as well. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I was thinking of doing one out the back because the kids, I had one of them like whole swing sets and everything for the kids, but they don't use them anymore, so it's just lying out the back of the house.
So it's just wasting up space.
Yeah, so
I made a bridge out of one of them. I made a
that's what I was
bridge out of
thinking.
those swing sets.
I was thinking of turning the whole thing into a crawler course.
Yeah.
Well, there you go.
You know,
Is it one of the wooden ones?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Yep.
Why not?
Yeah, that's it. Because it just fucking sits there doing nothing.
It seems like, top notch for sure, Kevin. It seems like a lot of people have, because they're getting into the 124 scales, they're making little courses at home for those sort of rigs, you know.
Yeah.
So in the winter, they can just do crawling inside, and you know, I suppose they come in handy. Those, I mean, I'm not a fan of them, but it's just my opinion. But it's got to be 110 or over for me, you know.
I'm with you, Jack.
I just can't get into them. Yeah, I can't get into them, mate. I like seeing them. Don't get me wrong, because they're pretty cool. Some of them, they do the courses and stuff, but I just can't.
Yeah,
I can't get into them, mate.
I'm with you. I'm selling the one I have. I got somebody that's going to buy it.
Yeah. And they're not cheap here. They're 200 and for the SCX ones, I think they're $240 something here or something.
Yeah, the little ones, they're expensive.
They're not cheap, mate.
Well, I mean, I think this is the SCX 24 or the C10.
Yep.
And I got it for $120.
Well, that's American. When you get to convert here,
Yeah.
it's different. Yeah, here it's crazy. Forget about buying from here. It's rubbish.
But yeah,
I got-
it's not as fun to me. I don't feel like
Yeah.
there's a realistic like the travel on them and stuff. I don't feel
Yeah,
like it's
yeah. But no, there is some people that do the inside courses for those,
Mhm.
and I did see. I think Adventure Brett from Adventure Time RC. He seems to every time he's got a hobby shop there. They've got an actual course there. I don't know if you've seen it. But,
Fern
he runs.
Solo, see him. Fern Solo's got an SEX 24 that he's got over $600 into.
Yeah,
waste my,
Fern Solo.
wouldn't
He's
waste
got
my
that
time.
one's nice. I've seen that one.
Wouldn't waste my. I wouldn't put
Crazy,
600.
though.
That's
That
American.
much money into an SEX 24 is crazy.
That's crazy. That's
Yeah.
that's a bit over the top, isn't it? What can you modify $600 worth?
you must have replaced everything.
I mean, seriously, for a little 24 scale? I mean, I don't get it.
I've done a motor, a servo, and some cheap like shock mods and stuff to that. I maybe have put another maybe $100 into it.
Yeah, $600. Wow. Yeah, I agree with you, Kagan, for sure, mate. Xavier's is top notch too. Yeah.
I got two of them MN99s. Have you ever heard
Ah,
of them?
yeah.
Yeah, we got two of them. They're hard
A lot of
bodies.
people modify those.
Yeah,
I think
Quite a
is it
lot
the
of
M
upgrades.
MD90 and the MD99 or something. Get them at a Banggood or wherever.
Yeah. They're nice
Yeah, a lot
little
of
trucks.
people
The
modify
blinker
them.
lights work. The
Yeah,
lights
yeah.
all work. They're pretty cool little trucks. I took the top off, and I put a fake convertible top on it with lights and all kinds of stuff.
Who's Bull Gear, mate? Never heard of the bloke. Kevin, who's Bull Gear?
Because he's got a lot of SEX, a lot of
That's
120.
what Kevin's saying. Is heavily into
Yeah.
the traveling man,
Uncle
Mr.
Bar,
Suitcase, Mr.
Uncle
Suitcase,
Lee, they call him, yeah.
Uncle Lee. They call him, is it? I never call him Uncle Lee. Never in my life. I call him
Before
Alan.
before the SEX 24s came out, he used to carry a
I think he froze.
Right, he's
He froze.
Oh,
I'm like, what happened to my computer?
the missus has pulled the plug.
Yeah.
on me.
Yeah.
I told you StreamYard always messes up.
Yeah, it's
StreamYard
been
always-
glitching. It's been glitching a lot lately for StreamYard.
Yeah, but for some reason it always messes up on me. But
Yeah, you were saying about Alan.
yeah, Bulgier, he always has. Before there was the SEX 24s, he used to travel with like an SEX 10-2 or a Gen 8 in his travel case.
Yeah.
So he always
Now he's got now he can put 20 of those little things in his suitcase, mate.
Yeah.
I wonder why Traxxas never made a small truck.
Maybe because they're just not into the. I think what's the smallest scale that they made a 1/16. That's all they made under. Yeah, that's all they ever made. Was up to 1/16 scales.
Yep.
The
They
Summit.
said Sean
the
jinxed his StreamYard luck,
Yeah.
yeah.
and he said it would happen.
You guys got any 1/5 scales?
No, I used to
don't.
have petrol trucks back in the good old days.
Yeah,
I got all my old videos of them.
Yeah, I used to have, but I got rid of them all. So
I used to have I had the HPI short course truck. I had the HPI 5B. They both had fuelie motors in them. 26, I think they're 26 cc's. But it was just too. I'm going back years here, so.
Frank Wish TS 424 would be funny.
Yeah, $700 rig.
I know, yeah, probably $1,000. 24.
How much for a little 24 scale? Really? I hate.
Well, I mean, we're going off of the fact that their VS whatever
Hey James, how you doing,
4
brother?
Pro is $700 rig.
Oh, Tony's going to work on the TF2. Look, what is he? The TF2 sitting there on the desk. All right.
Welcome on, Tony.
You have to switch to the widescreen again, bro.
Oh yeah.
Come on, what are you doing, man? Stop wasting our time there, man. What are you doing?
Hey, Tony.
Welcome.
How are
That's
you,
the
brother?
guy that made me get my axial. I watched one of his videos. I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna get the
That guy
axial
there.
skin too.
That bloke? Who's that bloke?
Yeah.
Who is he?
Tony's fault.
Tony's fault, yeah.
I feel bad. I feel like everybody's blaming me when they break.
Stop your
AMTs
Stop
recently.
Oh my God, Tony!
Harden up, princess. Thanks for actually he sent me a message last night on Facebook. Yeah, actually you're a bit caring there last night, there, Tony.
What?
Couldn't believe it, mate. I hope you had a good time at the party. Thanks, Tony.
Yeah, you good time at the party?
It was awesome, man. I've never had so much food in my life.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a good party. Just a family. It's Mum's anniversary, so we get together of her passing. So a few of us get together and have a bit of a drink, have a bit of a meal. We do it every year.
Awesome.
Yeah. Got to celebrate the mums, mate.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, definitely.
You have to celebrate. Keep them in their hearts all the time till we die,
That's
mate.
it. That's what that one's there for. That's for my pops.
Yep. I hear you loud and clear, mate. Yep. I hear you loud and clear. So, yeah, thanks for that, Tony.
That was good, man.
Yep. I know, and I was falling asleep there yesterday a bit there, Tony, mate. I was just going a bit sleepy there, mate.
I wasn't in there to chastise.
Mate, I'll tell you what.
What pink stuff?
What you working on there, Tony?
Well, I dropped the TF2 off of 9 or 8 feet onto
Right.
rock.
What you damage?
Well, I cracked the body and broke it all apart, like the cage and all that. But I just glued it back together.
Oh yeah.
And then ripped the shock shaft out of the rod end, and then ripped it off as well some other way. So I got to figure out what happened to the top ball. I think I just need to put a washer to hold it on. The other side has a washer holding it. So it's just all came apart. It'll go back together.
Yeah, I'm sure you'll fix it up.
Yep.
I need something to run at USTE. So
What all are you going to bring?
I'll be back in a second, guys.
Yeah.
What am I going to bring?
Yeah.
I don't even know what people run there. It looks like a lot of everything. So
Yeah, you take anything.
So anything, whatever runs, you know.
Just take your monster trucks there, mate. Just take all your monster trucks.
Well, there is monster truck racing and all too.
There you go. There you go.
Are they retro monster truck races? Is that what I saw?
Yeah, they're mainly all clodbusters.
Yeah.
Like stock motors, or are they all souped up to go fast?
Some of them are souped up, a lot of them stock. Like.
There you go. Take it, Tony. Just take a couple, mate. You'll be right.
And then they also have the vintage buggy racing as well, like the vintage Tamiya buggy racing and everything.
Yeah.
No, he's not into vintage.
And then Tony, they have a killer fucking. You've got the 114 Tamiya trucks.
Yeah,
they've got a really awesome place for the 114 trucks.
Not like the night hauler and stuff.
That's a lot to haul, though.
Yeah, he actually said this year it's going to be the best one of any year. It's like whole 3D setup for the 14 trucks.
Can you imagine if Brett got his truck together?
Yeah. So I would definitely bring your Tamiya truck, Tony.
There you go. Bring your truck there.
It's just a lot. I don't have it set up right because I don't have the sticks to go back to zero automatically. So trying to find a center on it and get into reverse sucks.
Yeah, but some of the guys didn't even drive them. Some of them just had them there sitting there for show and tell, like, you know.
Just like, oh yeah.
Well, I haven't done anything to mine other than
Just a display so people can have a look.
Yeah.
just straight black. It's kind of boring.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you have a couple of RCs sitting on the back trailer and stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, you can fit those, what's those ones you and the kids run, Tony? Put them on the back.
That's on the back right now. Yeah.
Oh, the Can-Am, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
perfect.
Rob is actually
Perfect.
coming. Rob is actually coming back on Operation 11 Charlie, not this Monday, but next Monday. And he he's got something really cool for people to bring the 114th rigs. Only the people with the 114 rig can get it. Even like
Who's Rob?
Rob Matthews that runs USTE.
I don't know the bloke.
Yeah,
I'm not up to date with all those people.
He's the guy that runs it.
He's the guy that runs it. Yeah, Rob Matthews.
Okay.
On the 8th. The 8th is when he'll be on 11 Charlie.
So
You need to take a flight this way, Sean.
Yeah,
Again. On the 8th.
it's just a lot to bring because we're gonna be camping there for a whole week and a half.
How far you guys going to travel? How far you going to travel, Tony?
It's like 12 hours.
12-hour drive, is it? Okay.
10, 12, yeah.
2 hours for me.
2 hours for you?
Yeah.
2
You're not going,
hours.
obviously, you're not going, Sean.
Huh?
You're not going because of your hip.
Yeah.
How far was it for you, Sean?
I think it was like 16 hours, 15 and a half, 16 hours.
Yeah.
Something.
Yeah, it said about 10, depending on where.
Is that like an Axial Fest or something like that?
Well, it's for scale trucks. It's like the biggest dollhouse like event in America. Like,
Yeah.
So I gotta find a
Vendors.
driver for this thing now.
And RCs and scale trails. And
That's all right. Tony will see his mates when he gets there. The RC sailors.
no, I don't think they go.
Why? It was the biggest event. They won't go, you think?
I don't think they go. So don't.
Exo Cage will be there though, right?
Yeah, Axel Cage is there. Jeremy,
He'll be there.
Jeremy from Big Squid, he'll be there. Cody from Dixieland, he'll be there.
Yep.
GCM, they'll probably be there as well.
Is Chris Robinson going, is he?
Huh?
Chris Robinson going, is he?
Yeah, he's gonna come down to go. Well, he's normally one of the biggest. He's normally one of the biggest fenders there. Like,
yeah.
Everyday RC. He's his own stall at it as well.
He's come a long way, Chris Robinson.
Yeah,
I assume Holmes is going to be there too. I assume
John Holmes is always there. He's his own. Yep. He's his own setup and tent and all there too. And then so is what do you call the guy? He makes really good light kits and everything. What the hell? He actually has a really good stall setup on it.
This exclusive?
Yeah, what do you call him? Reefs RC. Reefs.
Yep, they were there.
John Holmes.
I have to get in touch with him, John Holmes.
What's the WTF one?
Who are you, Tony?
Sponsor. WTF or something?
Yeah, I'm not sure. I know RC 4-wheel drive and all was there. There's 30 sponsored tents there this year.
Yep.
So there's still a lot of sponsored tents.
Scalar Fab is going to be there. I know they're coming. Scalar Fab was there last year, and they said they're coming again this year.
Might have bent this shot. Shoot.
Yeah, so I don't know if he has ever used Power Shift light kits or anything, but he makes some really good stuff.
Yeah, I have to get in touch with Mr. Holmes. Both of my motors I got from him are they ain't running.
No.
I tell you, if I would reach out to him, he's standing behind this stuff.
I don't even know. I guess I can talk to him through his YouTube website.
Yeah,
he's got a normal website. He's got a YouTube, Facebook page. I met him last year in person. Nice to talk to. Nice guy.
Yeah, he definitely stands behind all his stuff, So
yeah.
There will be a ton of Holmes motors given out at USTE.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, I loved it. It just stopped though. I ran it for about 2 weeks. Nice and quiet. Has a lot of, it's a 27 turn, so it has more speed, but just stopped.
Definitely get in touch with him.
Yeah.
Javier's saying there's 50 sponsors there this year. Wow, that's a lot of sponsors.
Yes, it is.
Oh yeah.
Wow, 50 sponsors.
J Concept should be there.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's the biggest, it's the biggest scale event. Like Axial Fest and all are not really scale events because they're like you can run your bombers, you can run. There's nowhere other than USTE that's specifically set up for like us guys that run 1.55s and stuff like that. Like USTE is the one set up for that.
Totally off the subject, but I used to manage apartments, and we used to go to trade shows, and they had all kinds of stuff. It was really cool. All the booths and everything.
Yeah, that's the way that one is. Everybody has their booth.
Get all kinds of stuff.
Yeah. It's dangerous though because you end up spending more money than you're allowed for on the trip.
Yeah.
Oh man, I think I broke this shackle in the back.
What is it, like Friday, Saturday, and Sunday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Tony's got it all set up. He's got the RV. He's laughing, mate.
Yeah.
I'm
We gotta stay pretty far
Jump in
away.
the RV and take off.
I'm gonna share a couple of pictures from UST last year.
Looks like a cold day there, mate. Miserable day.
So that's
look at all the rigs, man. Wow.
Yep. That was the first day. That was they sort of do like a show and shine, I guess you could say.
Yeah.
Everybody.
Jeez, you could really tell how big that Gen 8 is, isn't it? Eh? How big it is.
Yep.
Wow.
Yeah.
They give away trophies and all that stuff too.
No, this isn't it's not a competition. I mean,
No.
I take that back. They do give out. I'm sorry.
Well, they give out to the fenders. They have one for the fenders where the fenders get trophies for the best in show and stuff. But this is just like for everybody to put their own trucks up for show and shine. Like that.
Yeah.
See that the one with the bonnet open there? That's actually Chris Robinson's rig down there. The one with the little vintage buggy on the back on the trailer.
Yeah.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, that's actually Chris Robinson's rig.
That one right here.
Yeah. That's his rig.
And then I have some of the semis.
Yeah.
Oh wow, man, that's cool.
Yeah. They actually had this roadway and they had a bridge that you could.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Across.
Yeah.
Back the other way.
He said this year though, like the 114th setup is a million times better than anything he's ever done. Like,
oh,
sweet.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot about Bauhaus. They're there as well.
Yep.
Pity can't see a close up of that 6x6.
Is that what them trucks are? 114th.
Huh?
Yeah, they're 114th. Yeah.
You talking about this one over here, Jack?
Yeah. That'd be good to see close up.
I know I have some pictures of it somewhere because I took pictures last year of it.
Yeah, that looks awesome, man.
Just gotta find them.
You could put a tank or something on the back of that trailer.
Yep.
Yeah, there's one just to the right of that 6x6, and he had that RC 4-wheel drive. Or actually, it's there. See the one with the bulldozer on
Yeah,
it?
that's
one right here.
Yeah, see that trailer? That's a $1,500 trailer.
Yeah,
Did it have motors on it? Did it have motors to lower the tailgate down on that one?
Yeah, they're not cheap, the trailers. The trailers are worth more than the truck.
Some of them,
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
the trailers are
I'm
worth
pretty
more
sure
than
it
the
had.
truck.
I think he had motors on the ramps to lower the ramps.
Yeah,
But you don't drive that with a regular. You drive that with a joystick drivers, right?
Yeah, stick remote. Yeah, you got to have so many channels. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Those things were awesome. It was
Yep.
awesome to see those. I don't own one, but it was awesome to see them.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
Yes.
I was at a
Pretty
car
cool,
show one time. There was 8 cars
Hey, Kagan.
and 9
Hey, Kagan.
trophies.
There's the brains of the
Well,
operation.
Kagan, every time I see you, Kagan, you're different, mate. Every time I see you, mate. Every time.
Keep
it guessing.
The operation.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. If anyone wants to come up, I'll step down. Anyone in the chat wants to
No,
come
well, I'm
up?
going to jump out now in a minute anyway.
Oh, that's okay. I can jump down. I don't like sitting next to Tony too much.
I got to jump out in a few
Yeah, no, I'm
minutes.
joking.
Go take some meds myself.
Trying to think, Kate. Yeah, show us some of your rigs, Kagan, mate. You've got some awesome rigs there, mate.
Yeah, Keegan has some killer rigs, man.
I'll show you my SX10, my favorite rig.
Yeah, show us some of your rigs, mate. He's got some good stuff. Don't worry about that. He's a quite achiever, this bloke, but he never hardly does any videos. I don't know. Not like Tony pumping the videos out every 5 minutes.
Working hard.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, that's a beast, man. Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Put the sway bars on.
Oh, you got sway bars on that?
Yeah, I put them on. Oh, I gotta switch my.
Is that just a 10 or a 10-2 or?
That's a 10-1.
10-1.
That's the original, yeah. Wow.
Pull it apart.
Sway bars. Never thought of sway bars on a trail chassis.
And put them on.
They're becoming popular.
That's a good idea, that is. Especially like when I first had my SCX10, it just to roll over. Tony would remember.
Green Frog, let me see them again. Sway bars.
Doria built it up for FPV, but it just kept rolling over.
Yep.
Wow.
It's the front.
Work on into that, mate. Yeah, that's.
Can you get it
when
in
you
here?
finished with it, Kagan, just send it to me, mate. And I'll do a couple of videos for you. Just send it over to me, brother. I'll do a couple of videos for you.
Okay.
He didn't say send it back. Notice.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's a nice rig.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah. Too good.
Nice. A lot of detail.
Too good, mate. Mine's all dirty and this and that and blah, blah, blah. Look at that. Clean as a whistle.
Very nice.
It's awesome, man.
Yep.
That's one of the ones you just like replace every piece you can with hop up parts and waste your money.
Yeah. Looks good. Looks real good. Yeah, sway bars are becoming popular in crawlers.
I didn't know that. I didn't know people were putting sway bars in there.
I've seen some cheap sway bar kits on Amazon.
I know Reefs
very
makes
similar to that's what these are, Reef ones.
Yours is Reefs, okay.
There's some that are very similar to Reefs on Amazon too.
Are they hard to install on those chassis?
It depends. Usually, you got to have some place to be able to put the sway bar tie link or the torsion bar or whatever it's called.
Yep.
So this one had bumper
I
holes
never
through the
knew.
bumpers.
First I heard of it. First I heard of a sway bar on a crawler. First time.
See the bottom of the bumper mounts. Yeah, torsion bar goes through it.
Oh yeah.
Has that on the front and the back, so it was a pretty easy install on this one.
Man, that thing is sweet, Keegan.
Yeah, it's awesome, man. Jeez.
Beautiful.
What axles are they, Keegan?
Yeah, I was just going to ask you that. What axle are they?
Integis.
Oh, the Integis?
Yeah, they're just like the SCX10 clone Integis. So I put brass beef tubes in them and hardened diff gears.
Integis. Have I got Integis on mine? I think Darren put Integis. I can't remember. I know he put MIP and Integis in mine. Yeah, I think he did. Yeah. Yeah, he's
I got to upgrade the electronics.
Do all my axles and my because I got solid ones.
Well, back in the
I know how earlier, Sean was talking about hard bodies having to pick your lines when you're crawling with them, compared to a Lexan body. I think that's where the sway bars will come in handy a little bit. Is hard body.
Yeah, from side to side movement.
I know Exocages RC's done some videos where he's added some sway bars to a few of his, and made a nice difference.
Right. I think some people on the West Coast, Highway 1, Highway 49, something like that, they're getting into sway bars and some of theirs.
Yeah.
Senduro and stuff.
I haven't tried any yet.
Yeah, a lot of the enduros, they seem to be putting a lot of sway bars in the enduro. The enduro.
What you smoking over there, Tony?
Paint.
Solder.
Solder.
Oh, are you weathering your body more?
No. I'm trying to cheat, be lazy. I broke this
check this out.
shackle. So I was hoping I could solder it back together.
Kevin said he's building a 2-door SDX 10 Jeep hard body.
Very nice. Those are nice. What are they, like Easy Speed or something like that? Those China body. I don't know if this is the one he's doing, but I've seen those before. A lot of people doing them. Stickies did one. They're nice.
3D printed bodies.
3D printed is nice. You can get some really custom stuff that way for sure.
Yeah.
Unique.
Exactly. It's amazing how 3D printing's changed a lot of stuff, really. Flexibility, and I'm running 3D printed bumpers on my comp rig.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're ultra realistic, that's for sure.
Yep. Definitely.
Yeah, I built Duckman's front the bumper with some wood in an old donut shop case. It was metal, real small. I'm like, hey, I could use that.
Like, yeah. Start looking at everything before you throw it away.
Always.
Definitely when you're into scale stuff. Yeah.
So, Tony, when are you hitting the road to head down to Florida?
We're gonna try and get there Thursday night.
Thursday night? Okay.
That's the plan.
Very nice.
We'll stay there for a bit, and then we're trying to get into a place in Ocala, but all the camping there is kind of smaller, so you can't like do it online. So we have to wait for them to open up to get in to find out they have availability.
Mm-hmm.
So
it's a little scary.
You have to wait.
Yeah, I need to pick up a couple of your stickers, Tony. The alien ones.
Boyd XRC, welcome.
I'll have some with me.
Yeah, I'll have to find you. Well, I'll be there all 3 days.
Okay, that's my plan. Is I bought the weekend pass, so
It's the only way to do it.
You have to have a merch bag and carry around or something, Tony.
I have my carry-all bag, RC.
Right.
The nice thing is the way it's set up where you park versus where everything is. It's your car is going to be close by.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's good.
They had mentioned like there's a social media row or something they've got of people.
I know Exocage RC was telling me they were talking about doing some kind of influencer aisle or something. They didn't have it last year, but I guess they were talking about doing it this year.
Okay.
So I'm curious to see what that's about. But
he'd mentioned, and they mentioned some Senduro, but I'm like, I don't sell anything, so that wouldn't be me.
Yeah, so they have the vendor. Usually the vendor setup is sort of done like in a U/circle, all the vendors, and inside the middle is where they have like the vintage buggy racing, monster trucks, stuff like that, sort of in the middle. And then that's also where they do like giveaways later in the day. So that's like the center of the whole event. And then you leave out from there to go to the different trails.
Okay.
To do. So they had a food truck last year. It was on site the whole time.
Wasn't there 9 trails last year?
8, I think.
8 trails.
9. Yeah, 9. I think it was.
Okay.
9 with the
It was 11.
24 with the 24 trail. Right.
I think
Then you got the mud bogs too.
Do they have any bashing stuff there, or is just all crawler?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, they have jumps and all that.
Yeah, they have a big ramp and all too. So
Standard ramps, yeah.
Yep. The last day, Sunday, they will have the big ramp set up, and that was insane.
Send you home with all your broken
Oh, I
trucks.
gotta get my Tyson.
Yep. Yeah, I'm taking my Traxxas Max. I'm gonna be sending it off of there.
Yeah.
Look at that. You speak about someone and they turn up in the chat. That's unbelievable.
Right?
That is unbelievable.
Who's in the
I
chat?
thought the same thing, Jack.
I'll tell you what, people's ears burn too much these days. Michael, how you going, brother? Good to see you. Long time, mate.
I think Jack. What I think it is you mention her name and they come running.
Mate, what is it? Can you do virtual tags? How are you, Michael? Nice to see you, mate.
Yeah, the mud drags is pretty cool to watch. The sending the stuff off the ramps. I know at the end of last year, everybody sent their vehicles at one time off the ramps, like 15, 20 at once, just going up in the air and falling out of the sky. It was pretty cool. A lot of broken stuff went home.
It looked like it. It was carnage.
Exactly.
Is that guy still do I forget his name. What's his name? The guy does the big jumps. Guy's
RC
nuts,
Dude
mate.
81.
Oh, mate, that guy's crazy, mate.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's awesome.
And he lands.
That's
it.
unbelievable.
Yeah, he's very
Nobody
talented.
knows this. He lands
Oh, mate.
He'd be breaking a lot more if he wasn't landing.
it. No, that's sure. Well, he's got the
Yeah, but
stuff.
but doesn't he land on a slope though? He lands on a slope, yeah.
He looks like he's got
Kind
kind
of
of
a
like a big
downhill
dirt
slope.
pile up one side and then lands it on the downslope sometimes,
Oh,
or
on
lands
the
it in the
downslope,
flatter and
yeah.
high grass. Or
Sometimes it's just straight off of a parking lot that's elevated, so he has even more down to a
Crazy,
flat
mate.
field.
Crazy.
got some hang time on his
Yeah, he does.
armors for sure.
Got to hand it. I mean, how fast is he going until he hits the ramp? You know.
Well, the fact that he's lining it up is insane.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, that's hard
That's
to
not
do.
easy.
Yeah.
That's not easy to do, mate.
You
That's
think
not
it's
easy.
easy, but it's like, man, why is it going that
There
way?
was him, and there was another bloke. There was another bloke that did. He did them on
Rich
purpose.
Duperbash?
Rich Duperbash.
The guy that did the flips sideways and stuff like that.
Oh, that's
Oh.
Werner Slime.
What's his name?
Werner Slime.
Well, there you go. Tony knows everybody. I don't
It's
know.
like aerial acrobatics and stuff.
He's the one that,
Yeah, he does. He does them like he makes them. I don't know how he does
he
it.
lands in the sand.
Yeah, but he makes them go different ways and stuff.
Yeah. He's impressive.
Yeah.
That didn't work. Bummer. Oh, wait, maybe it did.
I tell you what's cool is some of them helicopter pilots.
No,
They're
no,
like,
they're
No
not.
doubt.
They're scary.
3D pilots.
yeah,
Terrifying.
they're
Well,
crazy.
the
I
best
wouldn't want to
guy.
be there.
The best guy
No.
I've seen is that guy out of he's out of the Middle East. What's his name? Tariq Asadi. That
Yeah.
guy's insane, mate. He's insane, that bloke.
I worry about my head being chopped off.
Yeah, no, he's insane. He's crazy.
Carbon fiber blades that slice your
Oh,
knives.
mate, I'll tell you what. Oof.
There was a guy that did it to 2013, 2011, something like that. Cut his head off.
Jeez.
What?
Yep.
Hopefully you got it on video.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see it.
yeah.
Hopefully it was live, so he got all the views and his family got the
Oh,
check for it.
has anyone been next to one of those things?
Yeah.
Like seen it close up?
I was in our hobby shop when it cut through
Mm-mm.
a huge electrical line. Like, pow!
Mate,
Just
Right.
you want to hear those
like
things,
the,
mate.
the line was like huge.
It's
Yeah, there
about
was a guy-
30,000, 100,000 volts.
There was a guy used to fly near a park there, my old house down there, and he had the 7. Yeah, I think it was a 700. And mate, you got to hear this thing. It's crazy. It's just crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, it's mad.
Yeah. It's impressive. I would run from my car to the inside the hobby shop whenever they were out there. I wasn't messing around. I wasn't hanging out watching them.
Bring a tennis racket.
Yeah, but when you watch Tariq Asadi, when he flies, the guy doesn't flinch, mate. You have a look at the way he stands there. He's not flinching one bit.
Right in front of him, too.
Right in front of him. It's just insane. I mean, it's not my kind of thing, my kind of hobby to do.
You risk it too many times, something eventually will go wrong, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's sponsored. He doesn't pay for any of his stuff. He gets his stuff given to him, so he doesn't care.
It's more about people.
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. The one he did on that airstrip that day where he was upside down, and he was just, I don't know how far off the ground he was, but that was just crazy, mate.
Gotta hope that they took time to get their fail-safe set up.
Mate.
That's for sure, right?
Yeah, runaway helicopter be insane.
Sheesh.
They're actually on 12S, those things. You know that, right? They run on 12S, the big ones.
12S, that's crazy.
12S.
I know
12S.
You would need a desert or somewhere to run it. Like, where are you going to run 12S?
No, this is the helicopters. They can stand. They can just stand in front of them.
But there's a new armor coming out or something in there, a 12S armor or something in it. Or
no, they're just joking about it. Said that
10S or
whoever
something.
put out a 12S would really sell a ton of
12S.
Because there is some guys have their X Maxes running on 12S.
Yeah.
But the batteries cost more than a DRC, mate. The batteries cost too much.
Yeah.
Well,
you're not going to have a quality run out of it.
Right? The Raminator's right.
I have a question for you. Does Axial still sell the part trees that has the rifles on them?
Yeah. I saw it on Amazon.
Okay, cool. Because I need a couple of rifles for this truck.
Yeah, they're overpriced.
I probably have them, man.
Rifles?
Yeah, the shotgun and the rifle. And
what chassis extend? They come with the parts tree.
They came with the 10-1, and I think they come with the Unimog maybe now.
Yeah, because I have a load of the ammo boxes. So I have millions of the friggin' ammo boxes somewhere.
Yeah, there's a gun rack, a shotgun, and
this isn't like a.
Hey, look at that cool! Look at that cool sticker there. Look.
I was blaming my kids for losing.
Duct tape sticker.
Cool sticker.
It's in here. Oops.
What are you going?
Sean, I got a couple of rifles, man.
Can you blow Tony up for a minute, JMH? Blow him up, put him proper though.
Nice.
Oh, hang on.
I blamed my kids for
Show us, Tony.
I blame my
losing
kids
your guy.
This guy.
I thought maybe you'd used him in there.
The RC 4L drive guy. What was I looking for him for?
For the pull sled.
Oh.
Is it just a random figure?
That's what it was for. I totally blame them for
I was going to say, man, you're awfully nice to your kids letting them play with that $25 toy or whatever.
Dude,
is that just a random figure? Is it Titan?
That's cheap compared to your other toys, but
it's
just a random figure, just a no.
That's an RC 4-wheel drive figure, actually.
RC 4-wheel drive.
Yeah.
Like four guys: Mike, Jason, Todd, and somebody else or something.
But
what are they? What are they worth?
Like $25-$30 or something like that. They're not really that scale for hardly any of the trucks except for the Mojave, really.
Yeah, he looked kind of big in there.
He looks
Well, the steering wheels are never long enough on any of the trucks. I think the arms.
Bit of a tight fit there, mate.
For what? Oh, the guy?
Yeah.
No, he's perfect size. If you're looking head on at him, he's just perfect size.
Yeah,
how have you got him mounted in there?
Zip ties.
Zip ties, yeah.
Still got his legs.
I drove,
yeah, that's a good idea.
Holes into the seat, and then just zip tied them.
Nice.
Yeah, it looks like a seatbelt, right?
Yeah.
Well, if they weren't clear, they would.
Yeah.
I don't have screws in here. I just have like long.
The
grub screws. Nice.
Grub screws.
Yeah, and then you just kind of line it up and push it through.
Yeah.
So we just pull it on and off, which is really nice. So, looking good.
looking
I
good.
have seen some people like cut the door so you can open the door to put the battery in and out and stuff.
Yeah, it's just perfect. Ready to go, Tony.
Yeah,
That looks nice, man.
I had to throw some more stuff in the back end. I've only got a few.
Yeah.
Looks like it's missing a certain sticker possibly somewhere too. Not one on it anywhere.
Yeah,
Since yeah, there's not one on it anywhere.
Oh,
A little
Yeah.
tiny scale one somewhere would be cool.
these dents provided by CCX.
I'm gonna have to get a hot body. They were so cool.
Yeah,
Like
they're
Band-Aid
great.
stickers.
The whole top broke off. The whole back end could have been bobbed or whatever, cut, shortened.
That's good.
So where it was shortened, all of this broke off too. I mean, it was. I broke this shackle. That's why I was just soldering. I hope that'll hold.
No.
It probably won't, but I put solder on the inside of it instead of just trying to go around the outer, and then on the ends, and hopefully the solder will bind to it. We'll see. If not, I'll braze it.
You may even have them there at USTE. Kind of a popular hop up for that.
Yeah, well, RC 4-wheel drive have a tent there anyway, too.
The Terraflex ones?
Yeah, the Z shackles or whatever they're called. Z
Yeah.
boxes.
I mean, they're just for looks. It's literally just in full droop, and there's no suspension. It's sitting all the way down. It just slows it down and keeps it from going too far.
Yeah, that's what I'm working on myself. The TF2 doing it too.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not running it on anything, so I just want it to be so that just everything drops out as it needs to.
Yeah.
It's sitting down. Maybe get more.
There won't be anything extremely difficult at USTE.
Yeah. Well, I'll have my. I'll probably bring my Capra. And then if I can get my SCX 10.3 running again, I'll probably bring it.
Yeah. The Capra might be too wide for the trails though.
Okay.
I mean, there'll be some you should be able to go through, but
yeah, like course 4 or 5, you could probably go through that has the big bridges and stuff. Some of the courses.
I saw Javier was up on like a tree or something and climbed a tree. And
yeah.
I launched mine off a tree.
Mine's just stock. It's brushed. It's. But I have my original SCX10, but the turning ratio on it is just so bad. The radius.
Right. Wear out a service. Wear out your servo by the end of the weekend.
Yeah, and back in it all up. It's because I don't have that SSD hop up that allows it to steer better. And
it's nice.
Such a wide turn. It's cool. It's got the dual motor setup and everything on it for a little extra torque. Because it's a 27 turn, I left it so it's somewhat fast, but.
Good evening, John Miller. And I was going to show. I found a couple more pictures from last year from USTE. I was going to share.
On a farmhouse.
Is it flickering on y'all's end?
Yep.
Okay.
You might have a window, something behind it. Sometimes it does.
Oh, you know what? I do. Hang on.
Covering it. Yeah.
Hold on. Let me do this up again. Share. Oh no, it's still doing it. Weird. Okay, let's try it on a different screen.
Yeah.
I have two monitors, so bring this over here.
All right, guys. I'm gonna love yous and leave yous, and go take
Sure.
go take some meds. Yeah.
Thanks for
They help you split those meds.
No, they're just for the pain.
Yeah. My painkillers they get you all wonky at night, mate.
Yeah. No, mine don't make me sleep. Sometimes they make me a bit loopy. Like, they actually keep me up a lot more than they do put me to sleep. Like so.
That's wicked.
Yeah, so that's one of the bridges.
Now, does that go to like a bottomless pit or something? Because I read that you could lose your trucks and never be.
There's
able
a
to get
couple
them back.
places. This right here underneath. I don't think it was but about 4
Hey,
feet deep.
can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, the
Yep.
place you could lose your truck is there's
Whoa.
like a quarry cliff, and along that side of that cliff, if you go off, just forget about it. The truck's gone. That's it. Like,
Yeah.
That's a good shot. The river in the
pretty cool.
background. Mm.
yeah, that's a pretty cool. But that's like 70 feet long. That bridge.
Yeah, that's a long bridge.
What is it?
What?
6 feet high?
Yes.
It's 70 feet long or something. So
You actually start when you get on the bridge, you're standing above the bridge and you actually got to climb down like this path to get down and follow your truck, and your truck's over your head pretty much.
yeah,
I could see Kagan's brain ticking there, thinking, yeah, that's my next project, 70-foot bridge.
Do they get to leave this all set up, or do they tear it down after the event?
It gets torn down within
Oh my
days
goodness.
afterwards.
Oh my goodness.
yeah.
That's crazy.
I wonder where they store it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been working for a month or two, I think, building the trails.
Yeah, what was
They
he
build
saying?
it,
Last
of course,
2.5 months have been working already.
Yep.
On it.
Kidding. 10.5 months.
Yeah, there's thousands of man hours going to this place because it's set up to be scale. It's not set
That's
up to be,
crazy.
you know. He did post a picture yesterday of he found his first little snake, so he's warning everybody to be.
Yeah, you gotta be careful, mate.
So,
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. There's a lot of the trails, like there's the buildings you'll see, you'll just be going and all of a sudden there'll be a house or a couple houses.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. That's
and
awesome.
stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
I
Hey,
can't
Sean.
believe they let him have it there. It looks
Yep,
like
and
great.
Yeah, they
go ahead.
it's awesome.
If you leave me your email, I can send you a couple of rifles. I got a whole bunch of them.
Oh, you have a lot the rifles, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, cool. I don't know. Is there a chat? I don't know if there's a chat in this thing, is there?
Yeah, there's comments.
Private
Or
chat.
just go
Private chat.
put it on private chat. I don't know how to do that, so
It's like on our StreamYard app.
But, I'll just type it into the chat here. So
yeah.
I just
then I'll
went through. I
contact
was
you.
looking for you, Sean. I went through my axial package that my 6x6 came with. I never opened it. I thought maybe there'd be some in there, but there wasn't.
yeah,
No, okay. I've also seen pistols and like a M16.
Yeah, they had a couple sets of horns, I guess, for like the hood, I guess.
Yeah.
And then they had
I've got loads of them freaking things.
shovel and a couple other little things, but no guns.
The horns are a little small, really. They should be bigger. Like the lightning spikes are too small.
Isn't anyone got the? How big are the gun? How big are the guns?
They're just perfect size for the back.
3 inches, probably.
For a 1/10.
3 inches, are they?
Yeah. So they're just perfect for the back window of a. So like, because this one I'm putting the roll bars in right now, and I'm putting the hay bales in. So I want a couple of rifles on the back window,
Ah,
because then I'm going to make that deer look like he just gets shot, and then
So-
that's why I'm painting this one up white, so it just looks like the skull of a deer
Right.
lying.
Oh, yeah, good idea.
It's going to look like a dead.
Yeah.
But,
Yep. Is I mean, I'm not too sure what the capable though. Like for a 110 figure to hold it, one of those, what?
my freaking thing. So
They're too small. They're right size for them.
so
Yeah,
like
that's a good size for them.
all
Yeah,
the hay bales, I'll sort out. I'll get them in, and this deer, I'll paint a little red spot on him, look like he gets shot. This one's getting painted white right now, so I'll just be like a headline in there. So
yeah.
For YouTube, no, maybe.
this one's gonna be like an old hunter's truck, you know.
Yeah, that's an awesome
looks like
rig,
mine.
man. That's awesome.
That's
Which
it.
one's more beat?
That's awesome. Yeah, it's awesome rig there.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
like it better without the the cover.
Oh, without the box on,
Yeah.
yeah, that one doesn't have a box either. that one, whatever that one.
Do you have one with a box or no?
I don't actually, but I was looking at maybe getting another one just to put a box on it. Like so.
Yeah, but
Makes
you
sense.
can
It's way
vary it
better
up
with
now and
box on
again.
it. It's way better.
Huh?
You can vary it up though. Put the box on if you do something and then take it off and you do another
Yeah.
video. Unless you've got the
Mine-
option to do that though.
Yeah,
Mine
but
is glued.
it's an excuse to get another one though.
Yeah, mate.
Yeah.
I don't know how much money you're spending, mate, but it's
Not that much. I got rid of
Really? Really?
I sold all my TRX4s.
Did you? All
Yeah,
of them?
I only have one TRX4 left. Look, right there.
What?
Yep. I just sick of portal axles and portal rigs and
As short-lived.
like yeah, it is like so
Short-lived. Don't.
yeah.
That was just a novelty
We don't believe
thing,
it.
wasn't it? Novelty.
That's it. So just
more
stick
pieces
with
to break.
Stick with my
More
scalers.
places to break, yeah.
Yeah. So just stick with all my scalers.
G'day, Tom Miller. How
Transmissions
you
are
doing,
getting
mate?
pretty complicated now, but at least it makes sense to taking the weight down low.
Yeah.
Yeah. I even got rid of that. I even got rid of that white Defender, Jack.
What?
What?
Yep. I got rid of that white Defender even.
Well, what the hell? Are you serious?
Yeah, got rid of that too. And the Bronco is the only one.
What did you sell that for? That white Defender? That thing's a friggin' beast, mate.
The only reason I kept one TRX4 is because I have a hard body that I'm working on for that TRX4.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm getting rid I've only after that I'll only have 2 rigs left for Lexan bodies.
But what made you get rid of
all the tones of brown paint in New York have been bought by Sean.
That's right. Yeah, exactly. But
All
what made you get rid of the white?
All shades
white
of brown paint in New York.
All shades of brown paint.
Yeah, no brown left.
Yeah.
You're gonna start mixing paints now, mate.
No, but that Bronco's going to look like a barn find. So that's going to be a barn find Bronco.
But what made you sell the Defender?
Because I'm tired of TRX4s. Just like
that thing's a beast.
I know.
Man.
I actually regret it though, because
that's a beast.
Yeah.
Now you're gonna regret it, right? Like I regret selling my shit.
Yeah. Because that
always happens, man.
That one had everything. Beast, that had light up. That had light up.
That thing was a beast. That was my favorite truck that you had.
Yeah, that had the light up dashboard. Had the steering.
Yeah.
Man, hey Sean, send me your email again.
Is no joke.
I put it in the chat there.
Yeah, we can't find it. The last thing we got is what? Kevin Gibbs.
Yeah, so I should be just one. I should be 2 right above Kevin Gibbs.
Okay, should be 2 above Kevin Gibbs.
Should be Kevin, 11 Charlie, and then mine.
Yeah, we got 11 Charlie.
I don't see yours.
No,
it might not let you put in emails.
Sometimes when you put them in, they won't come up. You're gonna have to put it in the private chat.
It up on my
just
chat.
Put it on
private chat.
It shows
I can just give it to him after hours.
It shows up on your end, but not on.
Yeah, it's not on
it
our
did
end.
show up on ours.
Yeah,
it won't come up.
It shows up right there.
No,
just throw it on one of my videos.
Yeah.
Wow.
That works. Yeah.
You have to drop this whole thing.
You know what? It's on. It's actually on the in the chat on the YouTube, but it did not pull in on the StreamYard chat.
I don't see it on the YouTube.
I don't see it on YouTube either.
No,
I don't see it on YouTube.
Yeah, it should be on the YouTube chat.
No, it's not there.
What?
Oh, there it is. There it is. JM McSherry at 76 at Gmail.
Yeah, J McSherry 76.
Yeah,
76.
So it popped up on my YouTube. It popped up with show or do not show. As soon as I hit show, y'all can see it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you had that
spam filter.
Evidently, yeah. Learn something new.
Yeah.
All right, so I got to test this thing now out and see if it trips out.
Right.
Are you still here, Tony?
Oh, that's that fusion system, Tony, yeah?
Yeah, with the reef servo.
It's the Axe.
Oh, the Axe system.
But it's the 550, and it's doing nothing but glitching.
Even out of the truck, not near the servo.
Well, we'll see. I haven't tested it out of the truck yet.
So what was glitching, the motor or the servo?
The motor. The motor,
What?
I was driving with it fine for 2 days, and all of a sudden it drove off a cliff. I thought it was my receiver, rebound, did all this stuff. And the only thing it would do is both ways would go reverse. I don't know what happened. And then I read somebody talking about that these 550 motors don't like to be butted right up next to a servo or something else electronic.
Right.
So you're
I
telling
thought
me
it
that the
was-
motor's caused interference to the servo?
I mean, it's literally a 2-day-old motor
Wow.
and ESC system. Like, Justin paid $230 or $50 for it. I reached out to Axe or Hobbywing, and they're like, "Well, we've never heard of anything like that. Do all these things." I'm like, "That's a lot of work. Like, what you're wanting me to do to prove that your system isn't working."
I'm pretty sure Propaganda tried to put it in the Gen 8 too, and he had to take it out and go back to the 540 can because he was having issues because it had the 444s in it.
Yeah, I have,
It was my understanding the issue was
555.
not the motor itself, but the servo would act up if it's too close, not the motor. That was my understanding.
Oh, that's what his was.
Yeah.
propaganda.
But he's
stuff.
saying that
Motor
his
was
is
messed
going
up.
in reverse.
But his
same
is the
time.
motor. His is his motor acting up.
Right.
But I thought that's what propaganda's was too. Was his motor was messing up.
Oh,
Yeah, it was.
maybe.
His motor kept glitching out when it was beside the servo.
Yeah.
But
But it worked great for 2 full days. I mean, beautiful runs. I was in love with it. High praise about the truck itself and the motor system. And then I thought it was a receiver issue, like radio receiver. But I tried like 3 different receivers, and
Yeah, Spectrum has had some issues with their receivers not
Well,
binding and
it's-
stuff, and
it's one of their.
unbinding.
It has all the AVC in it and all that. But I went in and deactivated
Well,
all of that.
Yeah, well,
And
well,
I tried ones that don't have AVC in it, and it's same thing, like just all over the place.
would a glitch buster help that out?
Not if it's
Not sure.
interference between the two side by side.
Would that work though? A glitch buster?
No, it'll regulate power, but it's not gonna. I don't think it's gonna fix that. I have one I can try.
I wonder if that'll work though. You can always try, I suppose. You got one.
Yeah.
all right, guys,
Yeah.
I'm definitely out of here this time.
See ya, Sean. See ya, bro.
I'll chat to you tomorrow.
Take it easy,
See you
man.
later, mate.
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
Thanks
Are
for
you
being
doing
on,
live
Sean.
tomorrow? Are you? Oh, you doing live?
Yeah, 4:30 my time.
Go away. We
So that's like fucking 9
Shut
o'clock in the
up.
morning with you.
Shut
Like,
up. 9 o'clock in the morning, my ass.
It is what-
I'm still
Are you
snoozing, mate.
Eastern? Are you Eastern time or Central time, Sean?
Eastern time, yeah.
Eastern. Okay.
But
He's
that
in New York.
that's
Be right back.
that
Oh,
is,
hang on.
yeah, because I'm not
Maybe-
8:30, 9 o'clock
but
in the
bro-
morning.
Yeah, but bro, you got to
He doesn't get up
understand.
that early.
Bro, you got to understand. Once I take my tablets at night, I'm gone, mate. I'm
You
gone.
what?
I don't get up. I don't get up that early.
Yeah,
I'm too wonky, mate.
yeah.
If I come on the stream, I'll be half asleep.
I was gonna say you probably don't want to come on a live stream.
Yeah.
You'd be staying on stuff with Roseanne Barr
I'll be
shit.
talking like a drunk. Mate.
Yeah, I just do them that time of day because it just splits up my Sunday. Like, and
We can't do them like lunchtime your time or something like Tank does. Or 12
No,
o'clock
'cause
your time.
no, because Liverpool be playing around that time.
Oh, yeah. Well, that's a religion, so we can't do that, can we?
Yeah, I can't. I'm definitely
Yeah,
not missing a Liverpool game.
No way, mate.
Yeah,
Forget about RC talk.
yeah, that's it. The Liverpool game's more
I mean,
important.
yeah, point 30 here, Jack. I don't understand what you're saying, but anyway.
Yeah,
It's drinking time, basically.
Is
yeah.
it? Yeah, I suppose, yeah. That's funny.
Like 30, like
Yeah. I think, no,
Yeah.
if he does his at 4:30, I push my clock. I push his time 5 hours because his 5 hours now, his time there is 2, 1, 12, 11. It's 10:39 at night?
No, it's 11:30.
11:30. Okay, so you're 2, 1, 12, 4 hours back. So if he does his at 4:30 a.m., it'll be 8:30 a.m. my time.
No, 4:30 p.m. be 8:30 a.m.
I'll be 8:30 a.m. my time.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh well, if you're still on, if I get up, I don't know how long your streams go for.
About 2 hours roughly. Just
Oh yeah, because you can't done a couple during the week. I say banders.
yeah. That's just because I'm sitting at home now and I can't get my trucks out.
You
Bored.
can't do nothing. You can't do
Yeah, I
nothing.
can't do anything. So I'm just like, fuck
Hey,
it.
before you go, I saw Barbecue Altered uploaded a video. What is he doing? Is he running to SEX10 2 now? Is he following the leader?
I don't know. I didn't see. I must check it out. Yeah.
What's he doing? Got two remotes in his hand or something?
Might have been
No,
doing
because
somebody else.
the SEX 10.2s, the SEX 24s, you can actually bind them to one. If you bind it to them, they'll run off the one receiver.
What, the small scale?
Yeah, the 124s, but they'll mirror each other. So when you pull the trigger, both will move.
Ah,
And then if you whatever way you turn, both will turn at the same time as well. You just can't independently operate them. You can actually
like
you can do up to 6 of them. You can do up to 6 SX24s
What?
off the one
Synchronized
controller.
driving.
Yeah.
Wow.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. They'll all bind together to the one controller, but they'll all mirror each other. So whatever speed, like
The whole lot.
yeah, everything will just go the same speed.
So you
whatever way you turn.
practically do
they'll
like a
turn.
road train, right? They just follow each other.
Yeah, they'll just follow. But the only thing, if you turn the front one, the last one will be turning as well. So
that's
so
the
you'll get
problem.
Only
different.
good for a flat ground, like a parking
Yeah,
lot.
so that's why 2 of them is easier because 2 of them.
See you later, 11 Charlie. Javier.
Yeah.
Good night, 11 Charlie.
Javier, later, brother.
Hey, 11 Charlie.
So
So
that's
you could
why.
probably do acrobats with that.
Yeah, so that's why I use.
One
this.
goes one way, the other goes the other way.
Yeah, so that's why I use this and flight controllers because then I independently operate my 2 rigs.
Yep.
So one that'll operate one rig and that'll operate the other rig.
And I still to this day can't understand. People think outside the box, but I still can't to this day understand how this bloke come up with this. Is the only bloke that came out with it, and hardly got views for it. It just bamboozles me really.
Yeah.
Let alone the place where he's crawling. You don't see many people around Central Park.
It's just,
and it's good too because I used to take a couple of rigs anyway, and then you'd film one rig and then you'd film the other rig. So being able to drive the 2 of them,
Central Park.
Yeah, so driving the 2 of them at the same time now, you just and it's funny though because people. It's funny though because people keep looking for the second driver. You know?
I just want to leave a nice truck sitting there in Central Park and walk away from it.
Yeah. I know that's the thing. Like you always had to have an eye on like where you set the other truck down in the bag, like Central Park. They'd be gone with it in a heartbeat. You know.
I never thought about crawling in Central Park. I've only been to New York once and spent some time in Central Park, but that was before my crawling days.
Central Park has some awesome locations for.
No, I agree. There's some good rocks. I just never thought of it.
Yeah, those rocks he goes over are just fantastic. You wouldn't even think he's there. You wouldn't even think he's there. But the shots that I like when he does is when he gets the Hudson in the background.
Oh yeah, when I go over to the Long Island Sound or something.
Oh mate, that's the money shots they call that, Tony.
Yeah.
It's awesome when you've got a view like that.
Yeah, but so that's the only good thing about. And the funny thing, like when you're driving 2 of them, people are always looking for the second driver. So they're always asking, "Hey, where's the other guy?" And you're like, "No, I'm driving." And then they're like, "What?" I'm like, yeah, I'm driving both.
Like the old. That's just like when I used to do the old FPV, mate. People used to look around. Who's driving this?
Yeah,
I'm miles away from the car. Who's driving? Where's the driver? Who's controlling this?
Yeah.
And you're flying by him,
Yeah, that's it. And they're all like, "Who the hell's here?" Like,
yeah.
That's a good thing about driving. That's a good thing about being able to drive 2 together. Like
Oh yeah, that's not ideal.
It's working okay now, Tony. Is it?
It's going backwards. Listen. You hear that?
What?
I hear it clicking.
Oh, look.
So even when you're falling forward, it's going backwards.
You gotta use it on the receiver and push the button on the receiver a certain way. I forget. I can read the directions quick, but you can deactivate it right on the receiver.
Yeah, you gotta hold this
down. AVC on that?
Yeah.
Oh, your motor must be cooked, mate.
No, I mean, I'm sure one of the wires didn't get nipped when it was rolled over. Like,
Once you deactivate the AVC, you might be surprised, but
or the
Well,
sense.
I use a receiver that doesn't have AVC.
okay.
Um,
So that's not the issue.
Pull the motor apart, mate.
I have it out.
Less like the magnets in both of them
Yeah,
somehow.
that's what I'm thinking.
Well, I know what the new Axe motor, the newer version, they did something like extra insulation or something, I guess, to try to help that or something.
Isolate it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd pull the can out and just have a look inside, mate.
I think they're not easy to pull apart. Those
They're not easy?
They gotta. I know at least on the ones that have the balance lead or whatever
Yeah,
it's
so
called.
Kevin
they're built
Gibbs,
right in.
yeah, Kevin Gibbs is saying that's right against it. Magnet interference.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
that's what I should just do. I have it set up before I deal with all that other junk.
John Miller, breaking one truck's bad enough, mate. As long as you had fun, it's the old saying. And Tank's been taken my saying. If you didn't break anything, you didn't have fun.
Yeah.
Right? You ain't playing hard enough. You didn't break it.
That's right. Okay, gents, have a great. See you later, John Miller. Have a good night.
So there's my new driver, Jack, for the TF2. Right.
Well, if you ever want them animated, just send pictures to me, and
Nice,
I'll.
Harry.
There's my
Good
new,
old Harry Potter. I'll give
yeah.
you punch on without back Jack, mate.
Yeah, the only
You
reason I
the-
got him
you
is
got the
because
one.
the only reason I got him, he's a nice leather jacket and jeans
Yeah.
on him, like, you know. So
Check this out. Watch my hand.
Only reason he got it.
yeah.
I don't have my finger on the trigger right now. It's spinning.
What?
Look at that. It goes back and forth.
That's cactus, mate.
And that's now outside the motor.
Try
Outside.
unhooking the sensor wire.
That's cactus, mate.
I don't know what that would do, but
Disconnected.
yeah, might as well. I mean, it looks like it's low end cogging or something.
So it's hard to pull those motors apart, are they? To get the can off.
Yeah, the end bell doesn't come out. You get the
does
sensor
it?
wire is like built right into the. It's not like a plug-in
Oh, you kidding?
proprietary sensor
No,
wire.
on the new version of the Axe 2, they changed that sensor wire connector. It's different.
All right, guys, I'm definitely out of here this time.
Yeah,
So
Sean.
talk to you later.
See you later,
All right.
Sean.
Good having you.
Good night, Sean.
Yeah, Sean.
Later, bye.
If you can pull it apart, then you'll have a look what's going on inside, mate.
No, there's power issues. This.
You got
servo-
enough voltage in your battery, so you're not low voltage in it or anything.
It's not driving at all with the wire disconnected.
Oh,
Okay. Well,
Definitely, if you're
that
having a
makes sense.
problem and you're not next to the, with it outside like that, there's definitely something else going on. It's not
yeah,
the
it's something else. Got nothing to do with the survey.
which makes
It'd be
more
nice
sense
if at least
compared to
actually
what
come
you're
back.
saying.
Could something have got in it? That's what I'm trying to think. Because I remember pulling
When
my
it happened, we were just on just regular old grass trails. There was nothing.
Oh, okay, there was nothing
Just
there.
an open path, and next thing I know, it just took
Oh,
off and drove
okay,
off
yeah.
the cliff, and I'm like,
Yeah,
Run away.
yeah. Because I remember when it happened to my motor, my axial motor, but you can pull them apart. And I found it was kind of a half piece of metal inside. So it was hitting the brushes and the magnet, and it wasn't going anywhere. It wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
Tony, is that
But the
on
motor's
your
still going.
10.3?
yeah.
This is where the combo system really sucks.
I want a
This
combo.
one's on a combo.
Right. But if it was a combo, you'd really be screwed. You'd have to buy them both again. At least now
that
you might
like
just
a-
be, well, you
Is
don't
that
know
all in
which
one? You
part's
mean,
bad, I guess.
Hagen? Does that mean you're all in one thing?
Yeah, the combo ones are both
Yeah, the
ESC and
ESC
motor.
is inside the.
Oh no, bugger that, man. No.
Not on this one. I have that right here. That's what I was getting ready to test on it.
Yeah,
Just
I
pull
want
this
a
out.
fusion for
I'm not
my.
a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that sort of stuff.
I want the fusion for my 6x6.
I've got a fusion right here.
They're definitely doing a lot of.
What do you
So
think?
that's all,
Of
in
you
one,
like it?
all in one, is it?
I love it. This one's only. Well, see, this is a 515. I'm about to just strip this truck down, basically take the electronics out. Because I have that Gen 8 now. I don't really need this carbon fiber setup, but I can't really get parts for easily. I can get them. You can get them from AliExpress and all that. Not AliExpress. What's the big one?
Amazon.
No. It's an RGT.
RGT. Yeah.
What's the one that somebody was sponsored like ESC and all, ESP?
Oh, I know which one you're talking about. The ones with the badass drive shafts, and they do boom racing and
yeah, that one.
Yeah.
John Martin's asking, is there a receiver issue?
I would say yes.
But just put another receiver.
I've got one.
Try another one. Yeah, try another one. I reckon it's a motor. Gotta be.
It's acting pretty
funky.
No,
I'm way beyond the warranty now, which cheeses me off. So I let them know ahead of time.
They're not cheap yet.
$230.
No, fuck of that, man. That's like $300 here.
Well, it's nice. You can get that Fusion. The Fusion's cheaper.
What's a Fusion with?
That's the one. The all-in-one. The receiver. Yeah, the
what
ESC.
What do they go for?
I want to say like 180. I think.
Wow, still a lot.
Yeah, I mean it's still a good chunk of money.
But it's a censored brushless system with no sensor wire. That's why it's cool. You don't have that sensor wire that you normally have to deal with going.
A censored motor with no censored wire.
Right. Might have like 6 poles or something.
Oh, it's only
okay. Oh, true. Yeah.
So it's internal, is it?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's technically got the wire. It plugs into one into the other, but internally.
Oh, okay.
I need to bind another thing to this. I don't know which one I can take off. The only thing I don't like about the Rugged is they only hold 20 cars.
Yeah, you'd think they'd be capable of more if they wanted to.
They're limiting it, so you buy the other ones. But like this is for crawler, Pete. Like it's not that I don't want the other one. I just want if they made the other one with one-handed steering, I would buy that instead of this. But why limit this one when it has a great reason to buy it?
Mm-hmm. At least make that steering wheel so it's compatible with them all.
So I could delete
150 actually, Jack, for the Fusion. I can get it.
150, is it?
Yep.
Wow.
Actually, I've got it here. It's already bound to the other car.
It's an 1800 kV motor.
Wow. 1900.
1800.
1800. Wow.
I think they do have a 19 too. There's a bunch of KVs for it. AGT's, Javier said.
It's spinning.
Is it?
I can't stop it.
Just really slow spinning, like it.
And if you hit the gas,
Yeah, it's all legit.
Yeah, there's something in the motor, mate.
Yeah,
gotta be.
Yeah, there's something up with that system.
Yep.
This is a whole new. I'm not near anything.
Motor. Look at it shaking.
Yep.
It's. I mean, it makes me sick.
You've rolled everything out.
I got 2 days of running out of it.
Yeah, it's definitely a bummer, man.
2 days. That's it.
It definitely sucks.
Makes me not want to buy Hobby Wing stuff anymore. Is what it does.
That's the one.
I have like 10 Castle systems, and I've never once had a motor burn up, an ESC burn up. They're all working, never an issue.
Now, quality control might be a little bit better on Castle than Hobby Wing. They do sell a lot of products at Hobby Wing, but
that sucks, man.
I haven't ever really heard of anybody having issues with them. Just this issue here.
But it's not even close to the electronics.
Yeah,
exactly. So that's not the issue.
I guess I
then.
could try resoldering everything, and I didn't even unplug in the rest of the stuff like the other servos. I only plugged in the steering.
Kevin says it's like he's arguing with something.
Yeah.
Crosstalk.
It shouldn't
Let
be
me
shaking.
turn
like
off the servo. Let's get rid of the servo completely. Oh, I didn't try the glitch buster yet.
that. Try that. I don't know if it'll work, but I think it's something in the motor. Gotta be.
Motor or wires? They said to look for, but there's none. I've gone over these wires, and there isn't a single nick in them.
And no, then you're on the trail and you don't trust it, making it run off somewhere, you know.
Yeah, that's
Sell it on
true.
Facebook Marketplace. Only used twice.
Yeah, like new.
Like,
To be used.
Yeah.
Perfect running condition.
Unique. Make your truck vibrate when it goes down the trail.
Yeah, the second you tap it, it just starts going. It spools up.
Wow.
Mind of its own with that ESC
I
in
know.
there trying to take over.
Wonder maybe set the endpoints again.
I know ExoCaged RC's got a couple of those units, and he hasn't had any issues.
Yeah, do you have a Hobby Wing program card or something, or can you do it through Bluetooth or anything? Maybe you need to go in and
Excuse me.
yeah, if you go in and recalibrate the ESC or something like that, maybe worth a try anyway.
It
Through
would
the
be worth
Hobby
it.
Wing.
Yeah, that's an idea.
That'd be a good video to make too, Tony.
Don't give him ideas, Kagan.
Of course, probably he'll be the only one that has the issue with it or something.
Yeah, I know.
Haunted RC, buy at your own risk.
Yep, agree.
Whoa!
Here's some torque on the table. It's dancing.
That's dumb.
Wow.
Sell that USTE.
Mm-hmm.
It's like my first Traxxas I had in the 90s. That thing would just take off, man. I couldn't steer it. No, to just be gone. To run it down.
Bring it to UST and give it to John Holmes, see if he can figure it out.
Right. He'll make a video out of it for sure.
Right?
Man, it's just crazy, man.
It is what it is.
That sucks.
It's a bummer, but
Yeah, but it'd be interesting to see what it is, because if other people have issues like that,
I'll try the firmware update. See if that'll do anything.
Right. That'd be funny.
because the motor's going crazy. It's shaking.
It's going nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, good thing you didn't have it in your truck. Could have broke something.
Nothing.
Let alone the
call
drive
the
away you
warrants.
already had.
Call the warrants.
Connecting. This is awesome, though. The Bluetooth on the fly, changing the stuff.
Built right in. Yeah, it's a nice
Built
feature.
right in. How you just connect. No.
Technology, my friend.
Yep.
I'm
All
old
right,
school.
it's
Don't
doing
worry
an
about that
update. We'll
stuff.
see if that does anything. That'd be
It's
sweet.
old
if it did.
school, mate.
Mm-hmm. Seems like a lot of things you almost got to update them the second you get them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, me
That's why I
too,
love
Jack.
things that
Old
you don't
school.
plug in.
I'm old school, mate. I'll just start
You
with
never
all
get-
these radios and that.
Because they work. What they do is they disable things. Like,
Right. The updates. Yeah.
it doesn't work with the orange stuff after you do it, and
Yeah. Those cheap 9-channel transmitters I used to have. The Spectrums.
Yeah.
this actually came out very easily. The motor, I like how that setup is.
Be great for scale trucks where you don't have room.
Mm.
Yeah, I was griping because I thought I was going to have to remove the whole transmission, but it just popped right out. Take the cover off it, and the motor slides right out because of this cool little
No.
mount that they have. Only fits in one way. It's pretty neat.
Yep.
I guess I could tear the other truck apart while it does this. I tell you, that hobby shop that we have is killing all my trucks.
What, driving them there? Taking them there and driving them? Or?
So
Yeah,
I
that
broke
course.
the TF2, and then I got this one out, and then I did something to the transmission.
Hey,
There's
John.
a lot to be said not to have your driving trucks too high off the ground.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop down,
Especially when
guys.
they run away from you.
Thanks for having me on, GMH. Thanks a lot.
Hey, Jack.
Thanks for being on, Jack.
And have a good weekend, everyone. And I'll
You
see
also.
all later.
Good to see
Take it
you.
easy, Jack.
See you, Tony.
All right.
Not too wonky tomorrow
Yeah.
morning. We'll see you.
Kagan, always good to see you, my friend.
Jay and H, are you in Florida?
Yes, sir.
Northern Florida, yeah.
Cool.
St. Augustine area, Jacksonville,
Hey,
St.
good night,
Augustine.
Jack.
Oh, it's so beautiful there.
Sorry, Jack.
See you, John.
Hey, Jack.
Yeah, so I'm close to XO Caged RC. He's like 45 minutes from me.
Okay.
Yeah, Tony, that's weird because that day that I was with you at Axial Fest, that it was working fine.
And I stayed away from the water. You saw it, like.
Well, except for that one time you did roll it into it, but other than that, you were avoiding
But
most.
that was electronic side up. Like it was like this.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. That's why I said I wonder if it was the receiver.
yeah. That was the first thing I thought. Like I rebounded and everything out in the field.
Yeah.
But it was not.
So you said, Tony, you're staying like a week or so in Florida, right?
Yeah, we're trying to stay in Ocala.
Mhm.
Because the Devil's Den, of course, is booked. And so I think the next closest, other than there's like a equestrian campground where people come in with their horses.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like at the trailhead. It looked cool. We're looking at it. We might go there. It's clean, but yeah. I mean, there's one place in Ocala. There's the thing with Florida is a lot of them make you stay for a month at a time because they can get the money from the people, the snowbirds that come down and do it.
Yeah.
So they
Might
don't
have to
want to
deal with
move
the weeklies.
people that are only going to be there for a couple nights when that site should be filled up with somebody that's going to be there for a year.
Less
Yeah.
likely to have people that come in and party that way too. Trash a place
Yeah.
probably.
But because I was going to say, since you're going to be there for, be in Florida for a little bit, in Ocala is Stone Mountain, RC park / a small hobby store. So might be a cool place for you to check out.
What's it called?
Stone Mountain.
Stone Mountain? Okay.
Yep.
There was a campground over by something called Stone Mountain Campground or RV, I think.
Yeah.
It must be.
So they have a crawler course there that's pretty cool.
Okay.
To check out.
My
They got a little hobby store.
My brother used to live in Ocala.
I got a best friend that lives in Ocala.
That's a hike from Jacksonville.
Well, I'm St. Augustine. Like back roads, it's like an hour and a half.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Yeah.
St. Augustine, man, that old part where the college is, Flagler, is it?
Yep.
Man, I had to do some photo shoots with some people there, some professors and that, and I got to fly in and do it. It was awesome. And anytime then when I'd go down and we'd do something with the football team there, and doing video and photo stuff, and I'd fly in and I'd go right down to St. Augustine, right from the airport. Like I didn't want to hang out and eat in Jacksonville. I was going down.
Yeah.
Hanging
There's
out
some
by
nice
the fort.
buildings in Florida.
The what?
There's some historic buildings in Florida. Like in Miami, there's only a couple places that have basements. One of them, my friend had a wedding there, and they like found a hidden wine vault that was from the Prohibition era.
Prohibition.
No one knew
That's
about.
awesome.
Nice.
Green Frog, are you in Florida too?
No, Central New York. Ithaca.
Yeah, I like the fort, of course, in St. Augustine. Is really cool to go check out.
The what one?
The fort.
Oh yeah, it's very cool.
Yeah. And if you get lucky when you're there, like I think it's on Saturdays. I think when they fire the cannons, that's always cool.
Yeah. So I was there for a week, and we stayed right there off the fort. There's a little motel or hotel, like a U shape with the parking lot in the middle, right there facing the water.
Yep.
And we stayed right there. It was pretty awesome.
Yep. I know what you're talking about.
Die bombed by this moth.
So,
I got in here.
What's needed
Sure,
to make the
fine.
Gen 8 V2 competition competitive? Well, first thing, swap the body. Body, I love the body. I'm a Gen 8 fan. I have one, but the body's too big for competition.
But it looks awesome.
It does look awesome. It's great.
Some
I
people,
competed with a Gen 8 V1 with the stock body for a year, but it's too big for Class 2.
there's a couple free Red Cat tips, like boiling the foams if they're too hard for you. They'll soften up a little bit.
Yeah, new
Yeah,
wheels.
I've done that. It's not. It sort of works, but yeah. I
Not
mean,
very noticeable.
foams. If you're gonna run the stock tires, foams, new foams, good servo, which they get 25 kg in the V2, so it's decent. No,
Rock sliders. Some people have issues with the rock sliders catching on stuff, I think.
yeah, I have the Reese rock sliders on my original one. Yeah, they're a nice piece. But I mean, if you want to compete with it, the body, that's the biggest thing. Get a smaller, lighter weight body on there, and then build around that. That would be my recommendation. My Comp 2 rig is a Gen 8 based, but with a Predator UGR Predator chassis, so definitely can compete with them. I know a few people that do, but none of them are running stock bodies.
Would you guys run one of these in this, or is it not, should I stick with the brushless? This is the Creeper Crawler tuned 16 tune Nitro Hobbies 5-slot.
That's what Sean loves. He runs
I
them
like
with
the
like a
Holmes
1080.
motor.
The Holmes. I do have a the outboard ones. What are those? The Outrunners.
Mm-hmm.
I have one of those. I know they're loud. If I recall, this truck was kind of loud anyway.
Yeah, they are a little bit loud. The
The
10.3s.
transmission, yeah.
Mhm.
So I wonder somewhere I've got that.
Yeah, I'm not really on a brushless kick so far on my crawlers. I do brushed, and my the Crawlmaster Sport 8 turns my favorite motor.
And that's a
Holmes
5-slot?
Hobbies.
5-slot Holmes Hobbies motor.
Nice.
What ESC?
1080.
Quick run 1080?
Yep.
Seem to be the
It's a $20 motor. $20 motor, and it's
Like
phenomenal.
a 40, isn't it like a $40 ESC roughly?
Yep.
Stop.
So you figure $60 motor and ESC, and I have the Crawlmaster Sport 8 turn, Crawlmaster Sport 10 turn, and a Crawlmaster Sport 12 turn. They're all good, but the 8 turn is my comp motor.
This is a quick run. Where does it say 1080? It's an 80 amp. 1080, yeah.
Yeah, if it's 80 amp, it's the 1080.
10th scale 80 amp. Is that what that's for?
I believe so. You can't, I mean, that's that ESC for a brushed ESC. You can't beat that.
Yeah, it comes with the programming card and stuff. Pretty versatile.
I think I got 4 or 5 of those sitting in the drawer.
Pay the same price for the ones that come with the little chip you move back and forth, or what, jumpers.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
8 turn. That must be really slow, huh?
So this.
no, it's a 5-slot motor, so it's actually faster than you would expect.
Oh.
So this is a 5. I don't know. Would I want to stick this in here?
I'm not positive how the 10.3 is geared, whether you want like a higher KV motor or
It's
RPM.
2 speeds, so.
Oh, okay, you do have 2-speed hooked up. So.
And this is an 1800 kV, so it's not high speed. But you can run it. It's sensorless, but it's almost like being censored. It's so smooth. So it's kind of the cheaper way of doing that.
Yeah.
Honestly, the thing that's held me up when I haven't put it into things is it doesn't come with any of the ends on. and I could have ordered it with them, I guess, if I did it through Homes, but I had my local shop order it. So I just need to put connectors on it.
Some bullets.
Yeah, and I even bought them. Lord knows where they're at, but
Good evening, Kevin. Thanks for being around.
I think
There,
that-
Kev.
I bought this for the Rock Racer, the green one. That's what I'd originally thought I was going to put it in.
Good night, Kevin.
See you, Kevin.
Have a good weekend.
Yeah, my 12th turn Crawlmaster Sport. It's in my original Gen 8. I had it at UST last year. Did all the trails with it, comped with it, trail days with it. I mean, I don't know how many miles it has on it, and it's still going strong.
Yeah, I've never heard anything bad about any of the Homes Hobby products.
Yeah.
Except for mine.
Honestly, you're the only one I've heard of having that kind of issue.
It just totally stopped.
I have actually heard of some knockoff ones people are getting from China. So Javier had
this
one.
one.
He didn't
The
know where
other
he got
day
it,
we were
but it was
talking
up.
about that, but I got the real one.
I think
we check the packaging on that one to make sure it's good.
Yeah.
XLX2, you got to look at your serial number to see if you got one that was the danger of starting a fire. Certain serial numbers are the right ones or something.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
that was some
that's-
crazy stuff that was going on there.
Oh, you're talking the BX2s or what the hell are there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Castle XLX2. ESC, they're 200 amp or 400 amp, I forget. 400 amp maybe.
All right, gentlemen, we are coming on 3 hours and 15 minutes
Wow.
live chat. 2 weekends in a row, we've hit the 3-hour mark.
Still
3-hour
funky, huh, Tony?
No, I
That's
say
not good.
out of the 3 hours.
Oh, okay. I thought the motor was still acting funky for you.
Oh, it is, but that's not a wow.
So-
That's just
That's to
what
be
it is.
expected.
Just what it is.
I don't know. I
Can
just
you-
heard something whine, and that's all I know I heard.
Can you run like an 8.4 volt in the crawlers? I don't use lipos, so
Depending on your servo you're using and stuff like that. But
yeah, I got a Savex servo, but I
Yeah,
still
you
got
might-
all lane. The electronics are stock. I still got the axial electronic stuff.
I use nothing but lipo, 3S or nothing.
Yeah,
I use them in crawlers once in a while. In the winter, you might have really short crawl time because of the cold. But in the summer, you can crawl for a while on an M battery.
I can get about an hour and 45 minutes.
Yep.
I know last year at UST, I used a 3S 100 milliamp battery. That was all day. Didn't have to charge, didn't have to swap batteries all day. I was good.
That's cool. Do you have a switch you can turn your truck off and on with or something like that? Then you don't have to deal with it. or-
Let's see, I have, I can switch it off.
Nice.
Most of my
It's
rigs,
handy.
except for my TRX4, have the 1080s, so they have a button. Even I have stock electronics in the TRX4, so you can turn it on and off too.
It's just like I've got a Venom 5000 milliamp in 7.4 volt. Put it in there, charge it up. It lasts for about 3 minutes. What in the heck? It did it twice, so I don't use
yeah.
that battery no
It's
more.
like the end of its life.
It did it when it was brand new, right out of the package.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's crazy.
It might have been sitting on
Yeah.
a shelf somewhere for a while.
Yeah, that could have been an idea.
Like lipos only, you buy a brand new lipo right from the factory and you let it sit on a shelf somewhere and never use it. It's still dying slowly.
Yeah, you think it's new, but it's not.
Exactly.
Chemical reaction inside's gonna eventually stop working.
Yep. So I'm gonna go around the panel if y'all got any things to say before we close out. Let everybody take an opportunity to say anything they might want to say. Looks like we got 5 people still watching. So Martin, you want to start?
Thanks for having me, and see you guys on the next one there.
Yep. Thanks for being on, sir. Appreciate it.
No problem.
Green Frog, you got anything you'd like to say?
Just thanks for having me. It's nice being on. Hadn't been on your live yet. Good
Thanks
seeing you.
being on.
I've watched a few times.
Appreciate you being on. So you're welcome anytime.
Appreciate it.
And KBRC, you got anything?
Yeah, it's about the same. Thanks for having me, guys, and just take care and be safe out there.
Absolutely.
That's about it. Good night.
Thanks for being on. And Tony, you got anything?
Yeah, this has been fun. Thanks for doing this. Thanks for letting us on, and we'll be watching for this in the future. Thanks, Kagan, for letting me know what was on.
Yep. And I look forward to catching up with you at UST.
Yeah, man, that'd be awesome.
Yep.
Yeah, definitely got some RCMV there.
I bet. But thanks, everyone. It's been fun. And we'll be on next Saturday. All right. Good night, everyone.